Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's that time again. It's kind of the final time again. Final time for me to say that. But ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 164 of From the Sidelines, and yeah, if you read the title, we've got some information to drop and bring your guys' way. But before we do that, as always, we got to bring in the co-hosts who are here every week on the show to make the magic possible. We got Steven Hatch. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man? Feels good to be back. Just got back from a long week of travel, so it feels good to finally kind of settle in back at home, get adjusted back to this super hot as ballsack heat. But feels good to be back.
I mean, it was hot in Texas too, so I mean, it wasn't
definitely
wasn't cool out here. Couldn't
Ours
say
is
that
like
by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, just hot temps, not fun. But we also got on the phone call Brando Baird. How you doing, buddy? You're also hanging out here tonight.
Yeah, what's up, guys? You know, Hatch, when you guys were gone, it was a nice, 84, 83 degrees.
Dang.
Beautiful. You guys get back, you fuckers. You bring the California heat, as you say.
Of course.
Motherfuckers, yeah. No, feels good getting back into the routine, because FOMO definitely set in this weekend, and it sucked, not being there with my boys. So, yeah. But I'm here with you guys.
Yeah, it was funny you mentioned the California heat thing. There was a couple times Hatch mentioned the California heat in Texas, and I was just like, buddy, I'm sorry, I'm partially Cali too, but you're like, we can't be doing this right now. It's not. It's hotter down here, bud.
Look, Hatch. These Texas people that never been to California don't know California heat, but I lived there most of my life. It's all right. Look, it's a figurative kind of heat, right?
Yeah, it's an energy. It's a mindset for the match, as some would say, I guess. Is that what you're trying to say, Hatch?
Definitely. I get that. I was trying to also convey something. I was like, man, it's a little chilly in the pits right now. We need to bring that California heat. So, trying to hype the boys up. They get a little bit hype off that, so, feels good.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I got nothing else to say off that, so let's keep it moving, boys. But yeah, normally I'd tell you about the sponsors here, but it doesn't really matter tonight. Any NECTR.energy, NECTR.energy, head over there. They supported us the whole way, so we definitely appreciate them. Go check out their products. They have great energy supplements. They've got their pouches product. They have the just regular kind of capsule supplements as well. They've been a great partner over the years, and yeah, it's been fun to work with them. So yeah, go check out their website, NECTR.energy, NECTR.energy. And then we also got weltsclothing.com, another one of those great companies that's come on and support us for, well over years now at this point. Done a lot of cool things with them, and yeah, we hope you guys keep supporting them into the future. weltsclothing.com. And then last but definitely not least, they came on the most least shortest, but hey, they showed some of the most love. So yeah, shout out to Hormesis Paintball. They did a lot of things for me in the game, and they did a lot of things for the game itself. So yeah, go support them. Not only just the production side, the 1v1 stuff. They do a lot of great things. We love Hormesis, and please continue to support that company, Alex and Oliver, and all the cool things that they're doing for paintball. So yeah, we'll got those out of the way real quick. I guess it's time to have not such a fun conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my last episode of From the Sidelines. There is a reason I word it like that. This is my last episode, and although for the last 164 episodes I've been the man behind the scenes, keeping the work going, that torch is being passed over to Hatch. I didn't want to have to kill this thing that the three of us have worked on so hard for over 3 years, just because unfortunately I do not have the same time to put into it anymore. And so talked with Hatch, talked with Brandon about it. They decided they want to keep it going in their own way, and I support them with that. I hope they take the name and do some great things with it. I've told Hatch numerous times, if you got a question about stuff, text me, let me know what's up, and I'll try to help out where I can. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't commit to showing up to do this podcast anymore with the work hours that I'm putting in, and well, also considering the fact this is what I do professionally now, it just kind of hits different. And I was talking with Hatch and Brando over the weekend, and the thing I've always enjoyed, and the thing that I would keep doing if I could is just showing up and talking with the guys, because that part's the greatest part. That's the part I've loved, and that's the reason why we've kept doing it for the last 3 years, is the actual recording of the show itself. But the hours of uploading, editing, managing stuff behind the scenes, staying up till 2 a.m., dealing with all this shit, I now have a full-time job, and I just quite frankly can't prioritize this over that anymore, because that is an opportunity that is changing my life and could continue to change my life. So I gotta put my energy and I gotta put my eggs into that basket a little bit more now. So yeah, well, obviously there probably will be some transition tutorial period. There'll be some stuff that happens, so keep in the loop with that on the FTS Pod Instagram. I know Hatch will keep you guys up to date there, as well as his own personal Instagram. But yeah, as of the end of this show, it'll no longer be my podcast. It'll be these boys' podcast, and yeah, and I'll probably come on and guest, and I won't be the most stranger you've ever seen, but yeah, I got to be on my way. I don't have the same amount of times I did 3 years ago when we started this. I was essentially unemployed back then.
It's genuinely gonna be crazy to see you go, and I'm trying not to get emotional, right? Because obviously this has been a huge part of my life for the past 3 years as well, Ryan. You and I have developed a relationship that goes beyond
pretty deep one
friendship now at this point. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely gonna be a change. Everybody who is listening, I genuinely hope that you guys are patient, because obviously I'm learning everything I can slowly but surely, and we're not going anywhere, but it's going to be kind of definitely a big transitionary period, and I'm excited for it. Obviously, the show must go on, as the show business says, and gotta keep the brand going, right? Which is bigger than just myself and Brando and Ryan now at this point, right? There are people that looked at the show as their main primary thing to listen to while they drive, right? And we owe it to you guys, and I'm gonna keep working my best, and I appreciate you guys' patience, because it's definitely not gonna be easy. There's tons of hurdles that we're gonna have to get through, tons of new things I'm gonna have to learn. So I appreciate you guys.
Hatch is gonna gain a little respect for the work that I've been silently doing for the past 3 years. But I will say this: that work is also the stuff that I do every day now for my job that is paying me a salary close to 6 figures, and I would not have the skills, I would not have the talents, I would not be comfortable in doing that if I didn't have this show, if I didn't have paintball, if I didn't have Mafia Productions, all the stuff that I've been working on the last 4 or 5 years. So it is what it is. It's a new chapter, but it's also one of those things that I'm very appreciative for what has come in the past, because it's gotten me to the point I'm at now where things are changing, but they're finally changing for the better. It's probably been since like pre-COVID that I could have said that sentence. So it's sad. It's sad, but it's I don't know. It's good too. There's good things coming from it, and I hope the audience does give Hatch some grace, because I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna look and sound nearly as good, but give it a couple weeks and my boy will get it there, because hey, this man's not an Elden Lord for nothing. All right, he can figure it the fuck out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when he puts his autistic mind to something,
he really can.
Yes,
definitely. And I'm just overall, I look at this not as a sad thing. I look at this more as a blessing in a way. Ryan, dude, it's a blessing, the fact that you're able to do what you love for a job. That is a blessing, and I'm very proud of you, and I'm very excited for you. And now it's time to, pick ourselves up by the bootstraps and figure it out.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah, absolutely, right. And there's nothing I would rather do than do it for the game of paintball. It, like I kind of said earlier, it is so much bigger than us. It is so much bigger than us, and I think that how do I even like convey this into a point? I'm just not trying.
We're
sorry,
164 deep. You gotta get better at talking,
I know.
brother.
I'm trying not to like choke up.
No Talk McGee is the guy next to you, so I don't know what you're gonna be doing, Hatch.
Nah, hey, just dig a hole. Dig a hole.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying not to get.
You really gotta get on that, buddy. When I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get choked up because that is gonna be hard, right? There's probably gonna be 10 times more dead air. There's gonna be 10 times more problems. Oh fuck, we might have another episode 34 or whatever was in play, but hopefully not, right? But this is nothing but good, right? Nothing but good can come of this, and the way to look at this obstacle is with optimism. It could be worse. It could have been like, oh, Ryan's like, yeah, I'm done, bye, and just never showed up. And he could have given up 163 episodes ago, right? But he stuck with it for so long, and that's obviously one thing that I respect about you so much, right? And I know that it was not an easy decision to step away, right? Because obviously this is a thing that we love to do. It is a thing that we would look forward to in our days to do. I mean, there were times where it wasn't like, oh man, we got to record tonight, but there were times where it's like, whew, damn, we got to work all fucking day, and then I got to go talk for 2.5 hours. Right, and it's never a bad thing, but it did become hard.
Shout out to Evan Fernandez. One of the ways he put it during our first couple episodes was like, there definitely be times where it's like the gym where you don't necessarily want to do it, but then after you do it 2 hours later, you're like, that was a good conversation. Like, yeah, we had some good laughs, we had some good time. I'm glad I talked to the boys tonight, and there was multiple nights like that over the span of doing this show with you guys. Where, I mean, yeah, it's no shock, surprise, or spoiler that my life for the past 5 years has been a lot of hard work with not much coming back in reward. And so there was a lot of times I was burnt the fuck out and didn't want to do the show, didn't want to edit, didn't want to keep moving forward. But it's my two buddies here, Brandon and Hatch, who kept being like, okay, man, that's cool. Record Thursday? I was like, God damn it. All right, record Thursday. We'll keep it going. But yeah, so it's not fun. It's not a fun topic, but it's one we got to talk about, and it's one we got to bring up. Obviously, for this fact, the Patreon and everything that's always kind of been connected to Mafia Productions. I'm gonna go ahead and just close the Patreon. Hatch has during the weekend, I gave him all the extra Hormesis and FTS stuff that we have. So Hatch still has all the giveaway items, and he will still be handling that. But moving forward, just if they want to start a new Patreon, if they want to figure out what they want to do moving forward, that's something they can kind of figure out. But just for now, it is going to have to change, just because unfortunately all the legal paperwork side for that is in my name, and I love you guys. I don't want to pay your taxes all year. So I will also go through, make sure everyone is closed out after this month, the month of September. So if you're still on there in October, text me or message me on Instagram or something. We'll make sure that it's taken care of. But I do want to say thank you very much to anyone who ever did join the Patreon during the time it was there, to the people who are still currently on it, the guys who've literally been there since the beginning. There's a couple of you on there, but there's been people who've the whole time we've been doing the pod, they've been supporting us on that podcast. The fucking Baird, Mike's become all three of our fathers. He's only one of our fathers, but on paper now he has two other children, and their names are Ryan and Stephen Hatch. And I'd always love seeing the things he would comment. It's sad, dude, but it's
bittersweet.
Yeah,
bittersweet.
This is something that you've been working towards again, right? It's
this is the ultimate goal.
And also, I feel like an asshole too. It just sucks that I'm the guy that did all the goddamn work on the pod. So it's like, that's the thing that sucks, is like, if Brandon, if I was in your shoes and it was like, hey guys, I can't do this anymore, cool, nothing really changes. Your voice isn't there, not having your input on stuff, but I think that's partially why I even feel like more of an asshole, because it's like, shit, I was the guy doing everything. You were taking the brunt of the work, definitely. But
but again, it was something that you've worked towards. You moved to a different state, to better your life, and now you're bettering your life. And it's like it's
in literally a year.
I mean,
by the way, I moved to Austin September 9th of last year. It's September 16th of 2025.
Yeah, full
It's
year.
already been a year.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
Crazy.
1 year.
it's awesome, bro. Seriously.
Yeah. And I remember telling people that when I came down here, like, I'm coming down here to get out of paintball, and everyone like didn't really believe me at first, because obviously I still, I was working in paintball, but like, yeah, because I've got friends in it, I've got stuff in it, but like that's why I didn't go to any national events this year. Like, everything was kind of working towards this spot where I don't have to get shot all year and have camera break and do all this shit and then come home with $24,000 at the end of the year to show for it, because that was getting really fucking old and annoying, and didn't want to do that anymore. So yeah, and it feels good. Like, there's definitely a part of me that's proud of kind of everything I did and went through this past couple years to get to where I'm at, but there's also a big part of me that knows it wasn't just me. Not just like the people who supported me, like my family and stuff, but like, I mean, literally, if it wasn't for Scott Lopez, I'm not in the position I'm at right now. If it's not for Dan Register, I'm not in the position I'm at right now. If it's not for, just so many people who didn't really know they were affecting stuff along the way, then dude, I'm in a different spot. So it's cool. It's great to kind of have this growth and to know moving up a little bit, but it's also scary because now there's this thing to lose, so hope that doesn't happen in like a couple months. But yeah, so it's on and up. I guess if anyone out there is curious, I've kind of mentioned it here and there in the past, but if you do want to keep up with me, I work for Tetherball Media Academy. Our main podcast is Drinking Bros, the Drinking Bros podcast, as well as Ross Patterson Revolution, Jesse Wiseman's Crime Corner, and then there's a couple other podcasts, but I don't really have much to do with those. Those shows I just mentioned, I have a more active part in. Crime Corner, I'm the third host of, so if you really want to keep up with me, go watch that show. Every week we talk about a new true crime story. It's very creepy, it's very spooky, and we have a great time over there. So yeah, go check that out if you want to keep up with me. But please keep watching from the sidelines, keep supporting the boys. Just as much as me being here gets this stuff done, it doesn't happen without them either. And we talk shit on Brandon all the time because he doesn't really talk, but really, I mean, if he's not here for his every like 48th word, which is just a banger, then I don't know what we would have done over the years.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think like the transitional period, right, from what we first started, right, and just like real life, we need to adapt, change, and overcome.
Thrive, survive.
I gotta
Deny.
survive before I gotta thrive. First of all, you know what I'm saying, right? So the key is now to survive, right? And
Survivability,
obviously,
baby.
exactly, survivability, and just like paintball, it's one of the most important things. So we're keeping it alive. There's definitely gonna be a message going on FTS Pod this week for sure, and
Wait until Tuesday.
for sure,
The public
for sure.
release, yeah.
For sure.
So it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Spoil it for everyone.
Yeah.
So,
Someone did a comment on the YouTube today because the pod came out, and they were like, "You guys did a preview show after the event came out, or after the event already happened?"
Oh.
And it's like, "Well, buddy, no, we filmed this last week."
you silly goofball.
Didn't keep up to date.
It must be their first time.
It's all good. But yeah, so that's the big news from the show. That's why it's titled the way it is. And yeah, but Hatch, you want to talk about NXL Texas a little bit? You want to get going to that? Because I actually did make it to NXL Texas for one day. Originally, when we recorded last week, I was supposed to be there all weekend. And then a certain public figure got assassinated, and well, my whole entire week got changed. So days off was canceled, and had to drive back home Sunday and get the stuff done. So I made it up for Friday night. Slept with the Oni boys that night at their Airbnb, and then made it to the event for Saturday. Was able to watch both of Hatch's games. Saw Ivan Gonzalez's game. They played with Wolfpack. Got to see a whole bunch of people, which was really awesome. Alex Sorensen, Smiley Joe, 40 Media. There's more that I'm forgetting right now. Chris Odom, Enrique, ARG Images. Dude, the list goes on. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting your name. But there's so many good people I gotta have conversations with, because I haven't seen these guys since last year's World Cup, and yeah, it filled my cup up a little bit, as the hipster youth kids say. But the 7-hour drive round trip definitely was not great for 7 hours there, essentially.
You know what? I feel that. Sometimes when I would go up to practice and people would be like, "Oh yeah, like let's finish it like 1." I'm like, "Oh fuck no, oh fuck no."
What was the point of that?
Yeah, what is the fucking point of that bullshit? Like when I see like other teams around us like quitting at noon, I'm like, "Bro, you must live down the street or something," So
soft hands, boy.
Yep. But now you kind of know what it was like to kind of have my drive in a way, just a little bit of paintball.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, my driving up there was worse, because I had to drive straight from work, so I was on the south side of Austin, so I had to drive through Austin and then get up there. So it was about 4 hours to get up there. But yeah, I mean, it was right around 3 to get home. So yeah, I mean, it's a good little trip. I will say this, Hatch, you don't have Buc-ee's to stop at on your way. I do, so I do kind of win.
That is pretty nice, Buc-ee's. I've never even been to Buc-ee's, but I just
$2.40.
hear
Yes,
the
we
lore about
fucking
it.
love it.
That sounds nice as hell,
honestly. I was
honestly.
trying to find a little Buc-ee's plushie for my apartment, and they only had the like seasonal Halloween witch ones out. So I was like, "Oh, that sucks." So yeah, I didn't have the beaver.
A plushie.
Halloween's a month and a half away.
Yeah.
I
have a little cute,
fucking knew
plushie
you were
on my
gay.
sofa. Yeah.
I know. I get it.
Bucky.
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
Yeah,
all
whatever.
right.
For the dudes coming up, I get
The
it.
joke's so funny, Brandon. You bring a bitch over to your place and say, "Hey, look, I got a plushie of a beaver." They're losing their mind. Okay. Especially down here in Texas, of that beaver, the Buc-ee's beaver. I don't think y'all know. I don't think you know.
You know what?
The power that beaver has.
I'll back
beaver.
down because I'm no Texan. All right, I'll back down to the
clearly
Texans.
been here
speak
for
about
longer than
beaver.
you, Hatch. So, or Brandon, sorry. But safe shit.
I thought that the speaking of Buc-ee's, the kind of play on Buc-ee's that Uprising had on their jerseys, I thought that was pretty sick.
That was dope.
I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yep.
The rabid fucking squirrel thing. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, it's fucking sick. I love that stuff.
The beaver?
It's a beaver.
What's
Buc-ee's
it,
beaver?
Buc-ee's beaver.
I literally just said that like a minute before.
I thought it was a fucking squirrel before that.
It's beaver. It's tattooed on our boy Lasher Lopez. We know what it is.
No way, I did not know that. How the fuck did I not know that?
Yeah, he's a mullet Buc-ee's logo on his...
A Bucky the squirrel doesn't have the same ring.
Bucky the beaver.
Bucky the beaver. That rolls
Fresh
off the tongue a lot
brisket
better.
on the board.
But overall, though, Texas...
They don't
dude,
get that reference.
No, I don't. But overall, though, Texas, it was so much fun. It was incredibly hot.
Especially, for this time of the year. Because it was like we had a little cold front before you guys came in. There was a couple days where it cooled down for a couple days and it was nice. And then last weekend it was like, all right, let's go back to summer, boys.
Yep, back to hell. Right. And so the first day we get there, we practicing. Dude, the grass was so nice. I think the grass held up all weekend. It probably wasn't as good as the Cincinnati grass, but
looked a little
solid
more
9 out of
sparse.
10.
It was still
Solid
like
9 out of 10.
thick, but it wasn't as lush as like the Cincinnati grass, from what I could gather.
Yeah, definitely was not as lush, but dude, great slide material, held up very, very well. I honestly thought that our field on the Lone Wolf was actually better than the pro field. I actually thought on the pro field, kind of near the box, there was a lot of like dirt patches, but ours, dude, it was fucking grass all over. It was so nice. And we're getting to practice. We were hanging out with Smiley Joe. Dude, that was so much fun. It was just fun getting to see everybody. Like, kind of getting to scout some teams a little bit on that Thursday. Kind of see what they're messing with. because obviously they're trying to test things. You're not going to do your main shit at practice, right? Especially when you know so many people are watching. You're trying to test things, trying to see
It's
what
just
you
kind
get
of a
away with.
hangout. It's kind of like a, you feel good? All right, cool. You gonna blow something out tomorrow? No? All right, cool. Like,
Yeah, it's
you're
basically
not
like,
really
hey,
practicing. Like, yeah.
it's basically like, hey, let's get acclimated to the weather. Let's get our
warm-up.
guns rolling. Let's shoot some
warm up.
paint. Let's
It's
make sure
literally,
the tournament
you're
paint's
getting
good.
warm-up rounds. It's kind of what it is, yeah.
That's basically exactly what it is. It's literally just to make sure that you're not gonna fucking die from heat stroke the second you get out there.
And make
Like,
sure your
body's
sense is
like, okay, I can
dialed
get this.
in, you know. Make sure you got your field of view slider where you want it at, that your graphic settings are all correct and good to go,
Absolutely.
right? You know, yeah.
Yeah, make sure my class is all good. You know, double tomahawk.
Yep.
You know,
You got your skill tree
So-
set up right and everything before you get into the get to the game.
Yep. You know, make sure my sensitivity is maxed for my trick shots. Feels good. But yeah, just wrapped up practice a little bit. Then the tournament came, right? The actual tournament. So it's Friday. Our first match is against Armada, right?
And during this time, I'm sitting in an office, but continue.
Absolutely. So
I was so pissed, dude. Friday, I was like, I want to be at the event.
Yeah, because you were
I was
planning on
originally
going
supposed to have
Thursday
Friday
night,
off.
right?
Yeah, I was supposed to be
Yeah.
good, and then we got fucked.
Thanks, Charles. God damn it.
It's not his fault.
Oh,
but
Brandon, you're walking a thin line right now, buddy. And it's not a blue line.
But yeah, so we're playing against this team called Armada, which that's a pretty big deal to us because we have one of our old teammates.
Armada.
Yeah, one of our old teammates that we won World Cup with is on that team, right? So we don't want to lose to that guy, right? And
Shout out Dina. I talked to him a
Yep.
little bit during your guys' game. Because they were in the set right before yours, and then he was like, oh shit. And he was kind of watching your guys' game for a sec.
right.
I literally haven't seen that dude since World Cup 2021. So I was like, what's up, dude? What's up, bro?
You know what? I actually saw him last event,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, he was there. He
He's
was
like
in
coming
Cincinnati.
back. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, well,
right?
Hatch, I wasn't
And-
at last event, so fuck off, cunt.
No, I'm sorry, bro. I mean, I wasn't expecting to see him at the last event either. So right, so it's nice. It's nice seeing people that you were once teammates with.
We interviewed an Australian on Drinker Bros last Friday. That's why I'm used to what he was saying. He was saying cunt like every other word. It's just it's what they do there. I'm sorry. It's the whole thing.
It's a term of endearment.
It is
Very
a
much
term
so.
of-
Very much
term
so.
of endearment over there for sure. Like I also another Australian term, tossa. That basically
Yeah.
means like dickhead, right? But
I feel like your accent's not very good, but you know, you tried.
That was one word. It was one word.
Let's
How
hear a little
am I
bit.
supposed to get an
Let's hear a little
awkward
bit.
with one word?
Australian. Yeah, come on, Hatch.
Torsa.
Nah,
Oh my god.
nah.
Fucking torsa.
It sounds kind of.
He sounds kind of gay, right? Like just kind of.
Yeah. How did you know? That was my gay Australian impression. How did you know that?
I hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I just know what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're playing against Armada.
Yeah.
Right? Canadian?
Not eh. Yeah. Yeah. That kind of
Dingoes
that
and
Australian. Yeah.
kangaroos.
Yeah. Continue your
Dingoes.
story, you fuck.
You're freaking me out, dude. It's your last episode. You're interrupting. I'm like, what is going on? But
Continue your story.
we're playing Armada. The field is playing incredibly slow. Like this layout is very, very slow to where every point is usually at least like 3 minutes.
Points are a premium.
Absolutely, points are at a fucking premium. And I was stabbing the fuck out of those guys. Like there were multiple times where I would sneak into like that 50 Dorito.
Oh,
and
no,
then just
okay.
I would sneak into the 50 Dorito and it would look like a fucking Manson party back in the day, and I would just be fucking stabbing them all. Right? And let me tell you, dude, it was funny. 'Cause,
Prison
dude,
shanking.
they were trying to fucking hurt me. Dude, they were shooting the fucking shit out of me. Right? And dude, enough to where my visor snaps in half. Right? The visor on top of my mask snaps in half because they're shooting me so fucking much. Right? And, you know, whatever. They could think paintball's hurt, right? But that number one way how to fuel me up
Sounded like
is
Marv right
overshooting.
there.
Right. Absolutely. That's one of the guys who taught me that, right? Where
Yeah.
it's like, you know, you could be
He must be
fearful
one of
of
those
paintballs.
guys who thinks paintball's hurt. I've heard Marv
Yep.
say that direct quote.
100%. I've heard him say it to our enemies, right? And that game was definitely, it was close, but I would definitely say that we were in control of that match because they just could not beat me to the punch in the Doritos, right? I would get to the 50 Dorito, stab a guy or two, and then the team would clean it up, right? With the slow control 4-on-3, which that, dude, if you were down a body on that field, dude, you had to fight to get that body advantage back. And it was incredibly hard, right? Whoever would get shot off the break, that team usually would lose, just because the time's running low, you're shooting your 6 pods, and then it's like go time when it's like the last like pod in a hopper, right? So
You're just hoping for chaos, kind of.
Exactly. It was kind of like who would react off of the chaos better, and for that match with Armada, we were definitely reacting off of that chaos better, right? They just could not really handle our Dorito and our snake attack simultaneously. So it was overall a good game for us. That was our only win. I'm gonna spoiler alert. That was our only win this weekend. But all of our games were incredibly close, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so I'm going to, and so now anyway with that Armada game we win.
Saturday I can give context for the matches. Like I said, I wasn't there Friday, so you guys just gotta trust Hatch on this one.
Yep. So, and then our second game, if I am correct, that was against Distortion, if I am correct.
Yes.
And that game was a fucking grinder, like a motherfucker, right? Like my shots on that, like going to that Dorito side can.
Were they just eating your shot?
Dude, I remember Mike Unger. He was telling me, he was like, dude, you were the only guy that was like shooting me on that spot to where I had to like hold up, stay back, and like late fill out later, right? And those guys, their style of paintball is sit, shoot your guns, wait for you to make the mistake, then they're just gonna. They have very similar style to like Impact Paintball, if I'm honest, where it's very much sit on you, shoot their guns, wait for someone to make a mistake, get a kill, and then slowly choke you out. And that is a great way to
just
play
paintball,
to win paintball.
Yep.
Right? That may be boring, but it's a great way to win.
Gonna get a win.
Absolutely. Right? You can choose to play boring and win, or look like a dumbass and lose all the time. Right?
Or you could just be so much better that you could just keep running down like crazy and still get a dub. That is possible.
Yeah.
Definitely is possible. Right? But those guys are some great ballers. There were multiple times where like we were going tit for tat. Every time they tit, we tat. Every time they zig, we zag. And
every time they swish, you swash.
Yep, absolutely. And
I don't know.
it was
I'm just making some shit up.
It was great because constantly they were exploiting the chaos, and constantly we are exploiting the chaos, where we're able to get in these positions to close the game, and then it was a constant back and forth game. And they genuinely got the upper hand on us, and if I am correct, never mind. I'm thinking too far ahead. Sorry. Definitely, they.
What just happened there, Brando?
I was just trying to think how far ahead we was going. I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, Brian. You could probably give some context to what I would be talking about later.
Okay.
But overall, those guys are some great ballers. They beat us straight up. Right. That final point, they reacted on the chaos better than we did, and that it showed. And them being able to exploit that chaos better than us, they won the match. Right, simple as that. So Friday we end 1-1, and so then moving on to Saturday, we play.
Got some work to do.
Yep, we got some work to do. At this point in my mind, we're like, fuck, like we have to win out. We basically have to win both these games to go on. Because nobody wants to be that fucking 2-2 intermediate ball where you're like preying on someone else's downfall, right? That is such a lame way to be about it, right? If you could just be 3-1 or 4-0 and just not even worry about it, that's the goal, right? That's where you want to be. In.
Well, yeah, you want to win the event, so you got to win games to do that.
Absolutely, and let me tell you, like 3-1, people are like, oh well, they lost one, dude. Some teams when they lose one, they learn so much from that one loss. Then they learn so much more from that one loss than they did from winning those other 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Because when you know how to win. It's different when you know how to counter. Right?
Yeah.
Because when they get the upper hand. So what I mean by that, say if they are pushing away on the field that you've never even seen before, right? You can go back in the pits after losing a point and be like, okay, hey, this is what they're doing. This guy's sitting on the cross, this guy's playing heads up, and they're going this far off the break, right? And then devising your game plan on how to counter that. Like, okay, if there's a guy going far, let's try to double up that lane, and we'll run out here instead of gunning. You know, try to get our gun up quicker.
Try to get some deep penetration.
Deep penetration, as they would say in Go Sports. Right?
It's a great way to counter the quickness. I don't know. I couldn't keep it up.
No, I like it. I like it.
I was trying to bring some levity. You're going pretty deep there in paintball, X's and O's, so I was trying to make a joke because that's not what we do on this podcast, Hatch. But if that's what you want to make this podcast, then you have every right to do that. But I'm just saying.
Oh, this guy. All right.
Let's have a funny comedy podcast. Ha ha hee hee. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so you just back to what you were saying. I'm sorry. I mean, you were just breaking down the layout, essentially.
It's okay. So yeah, basically I was kind of breaking down the layout, right? But so moving on to Saturday, then we start out with Shock.
Playing Thomas Taylor.
And let me tell you, we should have won that fucking match.
Yeah,
there is some complete bullshit. I don't know if there's some fucking seniority or some shit, just because, you know, Thomas Taylor's on their team and he's old. But bro, guy stands up in the snake, gets shot, bunkers our guy, proceeds to belly flop to our snake 2, crawls all the way to the head of our snake 1, and the ref is checking him the whole time, and he's like, oh, player hit, you get out. No penalty. Like, what the fuck? Right? And then
again, if Hatch did that, it would have been like, we have to annex him from the entire country. He's no longer a U.S. citizen.
Give me your passport.
Dude, I would be running down the sidelines, hit, and they would, no joke, a guy in the Dorito 1 would turn around and just fucking start blasting me on the sidelines, and the refs aren't doing shit. And I'm just like, all right, okay, if I did that, you know, it'd be a different story. And
you gotta start doing it, Hatch. Start doing it now.
I'll get a major.
Hey, Hatch, a World Cup. If you guys, if it's looking rough going into that 4th game, just go try to fuck someone up. Just that should be your goal rest of that game, and then see what they actually do. Because then we could put to bed the whole, well, if Hatch did that, it would have been death. And it's like, well, I don't know.
No, you know what? I'm definitely down to test that out.
Start being an asshole, because it's like, fuck it, at this point, everyone else is.
Really funny.
Lean into it.
So I was testing this thing out for this company this weekend where I was able to have my squeegee on a like tactical fucking P90 Magpul. You know what I'm saying? Right? So it's pretty sick.
Yeah, very similar to that.
And, dude, I'm playing with it the whole fucking time, and my teammate is also playing with it, and now all of a sudden I get called to the sidelines and talking to the head ref about it. I'm like, bro, he's got it too, right? And they're like, we have to make sure. What's up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Were you just about to say why they pulled you over?
Because they were like, they thought I was patting my tank, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? It's a fucking squeegee in a little fucking box.
Patting your tank.
Yes, they're like
it's gonna break on the squeegee too. Like, what are we talking about?
I don't know. And I'm just like, are you fucking serious? And then it's like, they're like trying to argue it. They're like, I don't know if we should let him play with that. And then I'm like, are you guys serious? And then it's like 10 seconds, and I'm like, bruh. So then I had to fucking sprint all the way over to the box, and it's like with like 1 second left, I tag up, and then I had to run. Right? And I'm just like, what the fuck? Refs.
So then patting your tank, does this soft cover tank cover like count as patting my goddamn tank?
Like, what the fuck? They were like, it's against the rules because you're patting your tank. I'm like, tell me right now, I'll snap this shit off right now. And then so after I went back to that company, after that match, I go back to the company that we got it for, and he is like, that is complete bullshit. Like, I've talked to Tom Cole about it. It is completely legal. Right, I don't know why they're stopping you for it. Like, we've talked to
because it's divisional reffing at a goddamn NXL tournament. A tale as old as time that will never fucking change. NXL refs suck.
You know, and I was just like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Right, and
so good, feels so good right now, Brandon. I can say whatever the fuck
I want.
It's a wild opinion,
Ryan. It's a wild opinion.
Yeah, and it's crazy
That's a
because
hot
Ryan
take.
from DMG said that about the refs specifically on the semi-pro fields. No.
Whoa.
No, I mean,
What are you gonna do? You want to punish me? Come find me in Austin, motherfucker. All right. There's already multiple other people who are sending death threats to my company. You'll just be another one.
It was very interesting because I'm just like, patting my tank? Are you
Subtle
fucking
flex.
serious? Like, it just
Subtle
didn't really make
flex, is that?
sense to me.
Sorry, yeah.
You know, if you're getting death threats, that means you're successful. First of all,
I guess so.
that is 100%.
You're doing something right.
Absolutely right.
So Hatch, are you suggesting someone from the other team complained about it?
Probably.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Let me tell you, if someone from the other team is complaining about it, dude, you're a fucking. Oh, I almost said it, dude. But
Ryan,
oh,
say
man.
it. Ryan, say it.
Yeah,
For
you're
him.
almost a
Yeah,
faggot.
say it. What are you gonna do? Cancel him? What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Find him in
what are you
Austin.
gonna do? What are you gonna do? Come find me.
Say
I
it. Say
starts
it.
giving out my address. Like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Find him at this place at this time?
Yep. Right. So, I mean, dude, straight
Please
up,
don't do that.
if someone from the other team complained about my squeegee on my tank, bro, you are soft as fuck. I hope you never win. Right? Because if you're really trying to get the upper hand like that, like, oh, dude, make him start down because he has a fucking squeegee on his tank. You're a fucking coward. So that shot game, it basically came down to the wire, and honestly, because of that Thomas Taylor thing, is the reason why we lost. Because then we lose that point.
I mean, no, but you guys were
Now
down
we're
by
down.
2. You guys did have a good last second point to bring it back to a 1-point spread, but the problem was there was like 4 seconds left after that. Like,
The
it
thing
was,
is, if we get that major,
you got it done
dude,
quick
that
enough,
entire
but
point
just
is our
not.
way.
Well, yeah, that's a swing point. That's how that does work. But yeah, I don't know. It was hard to see because I wasn't on the field for this one, so I didn't see. I don't have as good of a like kind of perspective on the game. I do know you guys got under their skin though with that last second point, because as we walked over to go to the pits for the next game, they were all like huddled around, and I just heard Thomas Taylor being like, they got fucking lucky on a run through, everybody calm the fuck down. And I was like, all right, cool, well, good job, DMG. So you rattled them a little bit at least.
Definitely, right? And I mean, Shock's a good team. They probably got a shit ton of funding, right? And I want to play those guys again. Like I want a rematch, and I definitely think that shit was lucky, 100%. Because if that major goes our way, because the guy fucking cheated. The guy is fucking known for fucking cheating. The ref, I don't even fucking know what that ref is thinking. Not
Since you
throwing
were
a major.
4 years old, Hatch. What do you want?
Didn't he cheat you? You're at a clinic? No.
No, he taught me how to play at a clinic. The very first time I ever
okay.
played paintball was with a Thomas Taylor clinic.
Now think about this. A decade later, he's cheating you in an event. How does that feel, Hatch?
I mean, how honorable really are you? You know,
Well, I mean-
when you carry yourself as a very honorable person, and
If there's a
you know,
tipping point to abandoning your principles, did you ever have them at all? That was a quote spoken on the podcast today. It was kind of a deep one. It stuck with me a little bit.
that's a valid point. I still love Thomas Taylor. I love what he's done for the game. But man, like, all right,
Come on, bro.
I'm coming. I'm coming for sure.
You should.
Right?
You should be coming
And,
behind Thomas Taylor.
Oh,
But yeah, overall that shot game was they went up 2-0 on
Brandon,
us.
are you gonna talk tonight, man? Like when?
I have nothing
Just
for
say
this. Like
anything, though, bro.
the
Like,
most
it
I
is-
have about this shit is with the watching on PBL
Why
Live.
don't you tell me your thoughts about the scores while you're watching them live?
Yeah, or why don't you?
You guys are fucking stressing me out. Being down 2-0 to Shock. I'm like, God damn it, dude. Because I know you guys got to win to be in the driver's seat. I want you guys to be 3-1. I want you guys to move on.
Mm-hmm.
But God damn it, I know that they're your hardest team. You lost by 1, so you kept the margin close, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and you guys had a damn good bracket this tournament. So it was
Absolutely.
stressful for me just watching on
Right,
this
like,
goddamn
I
phone.
want-
On PBLI because WXL wasn't there, and when WNXL isn't there, of course, we will never set up a live stream for a semi-pro division.
That is a fucking
did you
fact,
guys hear
and it
that?
is actually insane.
Someone just say something?
You're absolutely right.
I'll repeat that shit.
I will too.
I mean,
You're absolutely right about that, right? If Dan Bilzerian isn't on that field, bro, they ain't getting recorded. You know, So
What?
you know, because remember how they
You
put him
lost
on
me
the
with
field?
that one.
Remember how they put him on the field for no
The
fucking
first
reason?
event. Yeah, all 4 prelim
All 4
games.
prelim games. That was fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
Our-
what?
One of our games got removed.
I didn't
One of
even
our
know
games got
about
fucking
this.
removed. Yeah, one of
Yeah.
our games got removed off.
So
the
his
Lone Wolf field,
D5
so
team
his
could be on the
D5
premier
team
prim?
could be.
That's
could be
fucking
on the
all
hilarious.
premier
four.
I
prim.
don't remember hearing.
All
I didn't
four.
hear about that.
Yeah, so it's like, what the fuck are you doing, right? And to each his own. If you think that's entertaining, go ahead, right? I mean, it was interesting take, but yeah, I mean, there was no live stream. I genuinely wish there was. I think that this layout showed a lot of high paintball IQ, and I think that if there was I mean, fuck, man. I just want to know, is there really that much of a difference to where the NXL brings in that much more funding to live stream? Just like that's the defining factor on whether or not to live stream the semi-pro field.
For
No.
like if you talk about if WNXL brings in more.
Yeah, I'm
Viewership,
curious because
I-
like, why would they
I
not just
thought-
live stream every
I
event?
thought
think
viewership
WNXL
dropped.
brings. Yeah, I don't think WNXL brings any extra money or anything. It's just that they spend the money on them, and then by route, you guys get a live stream from that, if that makes
And
sense.
I think it's because they're pro, or I mean, they are pro, but it's like that's why.
Michelle, please walk in right
They-
now.
they're being
please, please.
No, she doesn't play on it anymore.
I just the
Oh.
pro air quotes. I don't know if that was
What,
would have
like,
ended well for you.
Not like they're pro, but like because that's what we've been told, because they're pro. That's why the live streams.
But
there
why are they
for
pro,
them.
Brandon?
Is-
Other than us being told that, is there any reason?
Because they're the best of the girls.
Okay.
They're the most elite women playing in the women's
Absolutely,
division.
absolutely.
Brandon's fighting for his life right now.
No, Brando, you're absolutely right. And the points that they get totally reflects pro.
It-
There it is. Men. Yeah, fuck you, women.
Right.
But yeah. So enjoy that, and yeah.
So, moving on, our last and final prelim game. Who is that shit against? That is
Nasty.
against Nasty, right? And that's a good team. Those guys are really good. That game was hella fucking close. I definitely think that they watched us, and they were like, okay, their Dorito side is the push side. Because when we played them, there were constantly 2 crosses, like, on the Dorito side, to where it's like, I had to not only put a guy in, but I had to like anticipate a guy stopping shooting to where I can't check that guy off. He's shooting a gap. Unless I go into the open and fight him in the gap, I'm probably not going to get in there, right? So I would definitely say they did our homework on us, and I mean that's definitely the reason why they won for sure, right? Very, very close game. Chaos is constantly happening, and it is one of those things where, kind of like what I was saying with the distortion game, they were kind of, we would react off chaos, they would react off chaos, and when it mattered the absolute most, they got that coin flip of reacting better. Absolutely. And when you lose a game like that, it's very, very frustrating, because I definitely think we could have won. I think the main reason is why we didn't. It was honestly, dude. So another thing is we did not have our whole roster out there, right? We're missing half of our roster. And
I
we're
will
missing
say
our
this:
coach.
I didn't recognize half your guys' team. That's the least people
Absolutely.
I've recognized on a DMG team since probably like 2019.
Absolutely.
Where I was like, I don't know who any of you fuckers are.
Absolutely, and we had to make some last-second pickups.
Also,
to
your guys'
try, 'cause-
coach, it was coach
he
I've
wasn't
never
there.
seen coach for you guys ever.
Yeah, Paulie Lama. You know, Paul.
No, the guy
Oh,
who,
yeah.
before that, give him a shout out.
Jim.
Who
you're
was
talking about
holding your fucking clipboard for half of
Oh,
your
you're talking
games
about
on Saturday.
Oh yeah. So you're talking about our scouting manager. Anthony Hernandez
there you
from
go.
Oni.
There you go.
Absolutely. Let me tell you, and this is one thing that I wanted to have its own time to say it, but I guess that time is now. Dude.
I didn't know that. You didn't tell me before the show. We had a whole 5-minute conversation about what we're going to talk about. You didn't bring this up once.
No, you're right. But Anthony from Oni and the Oni guys, dude, they saved our fucking ass. Because genuinely, we had no pit help. We have a bare bones roster. Dude, because, look at it like this. So from our team, we don't have Brando. We don't have Gavin. We don't have Aaron. And we don't have Chim. Right? So, Brando is a starter. Guaranteed. Gavin is definitely a starter. Right? And Aaron is definitely a Dorito player. Right? Like, so out of our entire roster, we only had one actual D-side attacker, which was me. Right? So, if I wasn't getting it done, it was not getting done. It would not get done.
If I was there, I could switch with Hatch. Gavin could go play that side. Dude, Aaron's switching with you. We're getting fresh legs. And
if we had it like that, dude, the starting 5 would be Caden, Gavin, Paul, Brando, myself.
I know of 5 of those people.
Absolutely, right? And
they're
and
good
that,
at paintball.
And when you're missing two of your starters, right? Obviously, that's a huge tank to the team. And but do not get me wrong, Jobin and the Snake, he's a guy that used to play on squad back in the day. Like I know you know that team, Ryan, from back in the day. Okay. Dude, that guy is when Paul told me about him joining the team, I was like, I don't really know this guy. Like, how good really is he? You know, blah blah. But dude, getting to know the guy was solid. The guy genuinely learned our calls incredibly fast. He vibed with the team incredibly well, and it was as if he slipped into it like a glove. It was very, very good. Jobin is a great player, and absolutely I would have him on the team again.
It's like slipped into it like a glove, or like a magnum condom for his massive dong, as some people would say.
Yep.
Shout out Frank from Always Sunny.
So, yeah. But, I mean, it was a huge tank to the team because, I mean, before the event, Chim pulled me and Paulie aside and was like, all right, you guys need to rely on each other, right? You guys need to I'm not going to be there, so it's going to be tough. You guys are going to be in the position where, you know, at some point you're going to be catching your breath trying to call plays. What
was the thing you guys kept saying? Was it convoy or cowboy? You guys kept saying like a C term.
Yeah, so cowboy.
Cowboy,
cowboy.
Yeah.
So cowboy.
What did that mean? Because I just kept hearing it, but I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Yeah, basically
like on the field.
Everybody, shut the fuck up. No, this is off.
It was in the pits. So, that's why I was like, "What?"
So when we would say cowboy,
words?
That means everybody shut the fuck up. Meet up on Paul because he has the final say.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So when everybody heard cowboy, dude, conversations would. If I was talking to Anthony, the conversation would end right there, and I'm fucking running to Paul. Right. And that was a good way to kind of...
You run into your dad.
Right? Absolutely, right?
I'm coming, Dad!
And, you know, because the thing is, I would have to be the first one there because Paul would instantly be like, what do you think, Hatch? What do you think about this play? Right? Because Chim pulled us aside and he was like, dude, you guys need to be like yin and yang. You guys need to, like, rely on each other, not get flustered, hold each other accountable, and not let the pressure get to you. Like, if it's getting to one of you... snap the other one out of it. You know,
and
make it get to
I'm
them.
assuming not just like you two, but like you two as well as holding the team, leading the team as well. The pressure of all that.
Absolutely. You know? I don't even think I blew up once, genuinely, which is good for me, right?
Who blew up once?
Nobody. I don't think anybody blew up once.
No, yeah. Pittsburgh actually, yeah, Pittsburgh pretty calm.
Right?
The fuck?
I would definitely say the pits are very calm, right?
Well, it did help out. You guys had adequate pit help, too. Because you guys...
Absolutely.
And Oni knows how to pit, so, like, it wasn't like there was, you know... I mean, yeah, they had some snaps every here and there, but, I mean...
No, and I remember Tanner Two-Ton, he was like, oh, you know, like, I know we're not, like, a pro tier...
Well, I'll say this. They're not you
D5
guys. I'll say this. When you guys pit for pro teams for years, you guys fucking know how to pit for a goddamn team and make it good.
Yep.
And that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, they made a couple mistakes with guns being turned off and stuff like that, but like, they didn't get in the way.
They
were doing exactly their job.
They did absolutely great, and I definitely think that like in my opinion,
Sergio and Tuton, man. Sergio and Tuton, all credit goes out to them.
Pit crew, absolutely right. And I know for a fact that Anthony probably had a conversation with them and is like, guys, DMG is relying on us. Like, we need to give them our absolute fucking best because I asked him for it. And he's that good of a friend. When I ask him for a favor like that, he didn't even hesitate. Right? When I called him and I was like, yo, dude, so this is what I need. I was like, this is what I need at minimum. I need 2 pod runners, 2 fillers, like filler/wipers, and we need a guy who can map out their breakouts and get it back to Paul. Right?
Dude,
and
shout out to, because like the pod runners, there's a couple of like the Oni youth division who were just there hanging out, but like, well, no, because Wyatt was playing, but Wyatt showed up after his games to come over and pit for you guys. Plus, like, I think it's I forget his name, little brown boy. God, I forget his name.
Oh, dude, I know. Sorry,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
I feel bad, but he was out there pod running hard as fuck for all your guys' games.
Yes,
and like,
God damn it, dude, I'm forgetting it. I asked him to. Fuck my ass, bro.
You let a little brown boy in the pits?
Yes, but Hatch, you knew exactly what I was talking about the second I said that.
Yes, absolutely. Let me tell you.
Steed was out there working hard. Yeah, I mean, in the pits, you had all of Oni, Tuton, Sergio, you had Anthony, Caleb was in there working his ass off as well. Yeah, a couple of the other boys, Tanner Pagel and Ben Rogers from Austin Hype or some other team. I forget the name of the team.
If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure they merged with Oni. I'm pretty sure that those guys left their team.
Yeah, so they came to play 10-man with them because their team didn't play.
I think Tanner Pagel might be Oni.
You might be saying things that aren't announced yet, Hapley Hatch.
Blur it out.
Cut this.
I'm not
Hatch, cut this out.
I'm not cutting it.
Cut it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
This is my last show. I'm not cutting it, so there you go.
Hey,
there's the announcement, Hatch. God damn it.
We'll figure it out sooner or later. My bad.
Hopefully it's announced before the time the show comes out.
Whatever. We're trying our best, right? But anyway, yeah. Shout out to Oni because they genuinely saved our fucking asses. We had no pit help.
We also played a 6-man commander game at our Airbnb.
I was
most
fucking
of us
jealous.
So yeah.
Caden brought magic decks. Caden brought magic decks.
He brought 2 decks so you guys could play.
To go over with you guys, but we just never really got the timing right, which sucked.
Yeah. It was and we were also kind of like 30 minutes up north too. We were kind of out of the way with our Airbnb because we had a whole bunch of people there. The I Hate Paintball guys who were also staying there with them. So they were joining on the 10-man team. Joe is hilarious from I Hate Paintball. But yeah, no, it was a good time with those guys. Like I said, it was very short for me, very unfortunately. Literally drove up, maybe got there like 7 p.m. Friday night and was already driving home by that time on Sunday. So wish I was able to hang out more. It looked like Saturday night, it looked like the Oni boys were watching the fights and everything. There was this huge movie theater in our Airbnb and everything. So that would have been awesome, but I had to come home and work like a real man. Real boy.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, like, one thing that was, dude, I was in a hyper emotional state after our last loss. Right, I was very upset that we lost, and then
it was
like
also
5
a rough
minutes
one. I know,
yeah,
because Caden was also in a 1-on-1 to potentially either take it to overtime or seal it up, and I know he was taking that one kind of hard. It was a rough one for him.
Absolutely right, and obviously we're all a hive mind of players on that team where it's like when one of us feels it, right, we all feel that pain, because then now it's like when you lose a one-on-one on our team. The next practice fucking sucks ass for you.
Oh, it does. Oh, man, it's one-on-ones. It's a lot of...
I've seen this happen to Brandon before.
If you lose one-on-ones, you have to play the entire team, like, basically twice.
And every one you lose is a lap.
And let me tell you, that shit is rough. So, and maybe Caden had that in the back of his mind as he's lost. Like, when he lost, he's like, fuck, practice is gonna suck. But, yeah, like after that loss, we all felt it. Like, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I was crying. It took a lot out of me because I'm like, fuck, I want to win so bad. I'm tired of fucking losing, right? And then maybe like 10 minutes after that, Ryan approaches me and he's like, "Yo, I gotta talk to you." And I'm like, "What's up,
yeah, because it's either I mean, you're kind of setting this up like I'm an asshole, but my
No,
thought
no, no, no,
process
not
is
at all,
either
not at all.
I tell you in person now or I call you on the phone last night, and I was like, I'd much rather have this talking with Hatch in person.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Right? Absolutely. And Ryan approached me. He's like, "Hey, man, I know this is bad times." And I told him, I was like, "Oh man, you got me at a bad time for this." Right?
Yeah.
But like, dude, I was already crying from the loss, but just like feeling the fact that I just lost one of my business partners in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was very different.
One of your friends,
Coworker.
but you know.
Yeah.
Coworker.
Oh, okay. Fuck you, Brandon.
Yeah, I at least said business partner.
Yeah, I think true.
Right? But I mean, we're losing one of us, and you know, I was incredibly emotional, and I mean, thank you to Paul, because man, I am like in shock almost, because like we lost. Ryan's leaving.
Well, and I mean, it was funny too because Oni dipped, like, because they were trying to watch the rest of the UFC fights that were going on into the boxing fight. So literally, the second the game was over, Oni was gone, and with all their stuff. And then I look over at you guys. Caden's crying, AJ's crying, Hatch is crying, Paul is not crying, but tearing up and like kind of just not being happy. And I was just like, God damn it, what happened here? Like it was minutes of time to go from like we're playing paintball to depression.
We play 110%, so when we lose, we feel it. And you know, we're obviously
a lot of losses.
Exactly, it's been a lot of losses, and it's like when
they start to stack up. They do.
We're at the point to where it's like we should be winning. We should be winning, right? With how much work we put in, we should be winning. But there are tiny mistakes that stop us from getting to that threshold of winning, and it
happens so quick in paintball. That's the craziest thing.
Exactly, right? And I tell my guys
you
before
essentially
every match,
like you have months of preparation for essentially 30 minutes on 2 days.
Absolutely, right? And I tell my guys, I go, guys, 15 minutes. I'm asking you to put your body on the line for 15 minutes. Give it your absolute all. You know, and when you give it your absolute all and you're climbing and you're fucking digging your fucking nails into the fucking grass trying to move forward and get a win. When you don't, it is a heartbreaking feeling. And I mean, dude, like the plane ride home, the fucking night after. I mean, last night, dude, I've gotten such shitty sleep because it's like I know the responsibility that's coming from the sidelines. And obviously, I sound like a fucking pussy right now.
I gave Hatch a goddamn stress hernia. Jesus Christ, man.
No, I don't think it was.
Sorry.
I don't think it was. No. I don't think it was like that at all. I think it was that I was sad.
It stacked. It stacked, right?
It absolutely stacked, bro. I see fucking Charlie Kirk get fucking blasted. We lose a fucking tournament. now one of my boys is leaving, dude. It was a fucking rough. I mean, dude. Plus, I'm not going to talk about it, but there was also devastating news that we got with a team.
Yeah.
That was.
So wait, are
life-changing.
you saying because of what happened to what do I call him, Charles? Is that ruined your weekend too? Just like it ruined Ryan's?
I don't think it ruined my weekend, but I mean,
I think it ruined mine a little more.
When anybody gets fucking shot,
Goddamn, Brady.
that shit is not what we fucking want. You know?
Let's just chill the fuck out with the Charles jokes, all right, buddy?
That's where you're drawing the line.
Yes, it is actually.
Mr. Oh, I can't be canceled because it's my final episode. Hey, hold up.
It's okay, Ryan.
I don't really want to make fun of the dude who was peaceful and got assassinated.
What's he gonna say? I'm sorry. What's he gonna say? It's a comedy podcast.
You're done, Brando. You're done. Your job. You're done. You're done.
Somebody clip that.
People are getting pissed because they're firing liberal sissies over words.
Dude,
people are getting pissed. Brando, you're next.
Dude, you know what's funny? I went on my lunch on that day, and I'm like shoveling my egg whites and turkey in my mouth. And I go, oh shit, he did.
Dude, when I opened that up at the restaurant, I'm scrolling Twitter.
Damn.
I thought it was fucking AI at first. I was like, oh shit.
The way that your guys' days went and the way my day went after that video came out, very fucking different days. My day was ruined instantly, and I had to work fucking the rest of that night. Jesus Christ. We live different lives now, boys. That's all I can say. We are not the same. We used to be such similar people, but now we have nothing in common.
What was the work environment like with that?
It was chaotic, dude, because we're literally doing our NFL show, so we were live with that. Our chat started to spam us and be like, what the fuck? Like, talk about this. We were kind of deciding, like, we're just going to finish out the show we're already doing, the NFL show. So we finished it out, got through our picks. It's kind of a good thing we did, because during that time was the in-between time when it was like, is he alive? Is he in critical condition? Like, it was just, everything was in the air of what was happening. By the time we were ready to go live with our fake news show, or our Drinking Bros show, because it was a Wednesday, we at that point had the confirmation that he did pass away, and so we were able to get the right news out there, and then we went live and did a show. The next day, Thursday, we had a fake news show. Rob O'Neill was already scheduled to come in, so he came in for that day and joined us on the podcast, and kind of him and Dan talked through some of the counter sniping type stuff and some of the the situational stuff from like a military standpoint and kind of their thoughts on it. And then Friday happened. We had an Australian comedian who was originally supposed to join us on the Wednesday show, who we rescheduled to Friday because it was kind of poor timing with everything that was happening. And so we had just kind of a fun and more lighthearted show with him. So it just changed everything really quick. Like, we had a whole bunch of plans. We were supposed to have a show with Little Man Jay. Was supposed to air last Friday. That ended up now coming out on Sunday. We had to move everything around. We had to do different, ads and everything to get it all inserted in there. And then, of course, I had to make sure I wasn't falling behind on shows, because we have, Crime Corner and Citizen and all the ones coming up in this next week that we have to have ready. So yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot of things happening, and it's not a good reason. I mean, it's a very sad reason, and not one I'm happy that happened. So yeah, it is absolutely insane. I think whenever anybody dies like that, bro, that shit is devastating. I'll say this: you say it like that, like that's a common thing. There probably hasn't been such, like... I'm not saying someone dies. No. He was assassinated. No, I know, but Hatch, think about this. In the history of American politics, there's really only ever been a handful of people who have actually been successfully assassinated. Absolutely. JFK, MLK, I mean, Charlie Kirk now. You maybe can throw, like, RFK in that mix. Lincoln, if you go back to him. But... not many other ones. I mean, they tried on Nixon. Absolutely. They tried on Ronald Reagan. They tried on Trump. Yeah, but they don't usually succeed. And so that's why I think this is such a weird thing, because it's shit like that's not a good sign. That shit should not happen to anybody, right? No. Especially over, like, opinion. No, I mean, I don't agree with AOC, but AOC does not deserve to be assassinated. Like, no. Absolutely not. She's an American citizen. She has a right to speak her dumbass opinion. I absolutely like her opinion, but I still will look at her heavies. So I love her heavies in her ass. She's got a great Latina ass. So it just makes no sense to me on like that whole. It is upsetting, because it's like. I'm thinking the very first day at the practice, right? I'm kind of like, after this is all happening, I'm just like, dude, what is going to be the outcome of this? Like, what is going to change in the United States? Like, what is possibly going to be different from here on out? Because, dude, that was like a fucking public execution. It was devastating, bro. I mean, it was live. Right? It was seen around the world, literally, like, pretty much instantly. So yeah, it was crazy. And let me tell you, that is not like, that is a video that is so fucking graphic that
I don't even recommend looking up the video, even if you're one of those people.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
dude, that shit will traumatize
you probably have already seen it though, because even if you weren't looking for it, it was
was
social
everywhere.
media
It was
were
everywhere.
like canceling it. Like,
dude, I would see it on Instagram Reels, not even blurred out, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
and then the other
man,
thing I saw was a lot of people
insane.
very openly celebrating and very happy about it, and
that
was
is
wild.
insane, bro. That is insane.
That's terrifying.
I agree. The fact that people are
Don't
like,
like
oh,
that.
hell yeah. It's like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
people
You
have
know?
never actually dealt with the consequences of the things that they want to happen.
Absolutely. And
I know quite a bit of veterans. You know, every veteran I know, none of them want to go to war. I wonder why.
absolutely. I work with veterans every single day.
I know. But I'm
So
just like,
dude,
think about that for half a second. The people who've actually been and experienced it firsthand never want to go back to it in their lives ever again.
absolutely.
What does
So,
that say? It's probably not something great, you know?
dude, I was on the phone literally today with an old guy, Vietnam veteran, and I don't know, like we're on the
God
phone.
damn.
I'm trying to set
He
some
saw the
things
worst
up
of it,
for him,
too.
right? And first, I don't know how it even got brought up, but he brought up Charlie Kirk, right? And I'm obviously not trying to like talk about it, right?
Well,
But he was
yes,
basically-
sir.
He was
I
basically.
think it's wrong what they did to that boy.
He was basically like, I haven't seen something like that since Nam. Like he's like, it hurt me so much to see where it's like, he said he was having like flashbacks and that he needed help, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, bro. You know, because I mean, for guys that are that old, you know, seeing a video like that, you know, when you've seen the worst of war, seen the worst of other human beings, you know, it felt like he just wanted to be heard about it.
Well, yeah, he
He's
probably did.
Yeah,
But that's
and-
also just a human emotion. He wanted to vent, bro. He saw some shit that was
Absol-
traumatic. He wanted to talk to
absolutely
someone about it.
right. And so I'm just on the phone, just like talking to him, trying to talk him through it, and you know, he was very freaked out.
Yeah,
He was
probably
very,
haven't seen
very
anything
freaked
that
out.
moved him like that since the war.
Yeah.
Probably he called us just to talk about it. And that's like something that usually we don't really deal with, but it was just very interesting because it affected him so much.
Damn. See? Dude. CK ruining your guys' weekends and that old man's weekend. I'm telling you, dude. This is ridiculous.
Ruined his whole fucking
the fuck
week.
up, Brandon.
Carried on to this week.
Brandon, I hope you kill yourself next, all right? I'm just going to put that out there.
No, dude,
Fucking
Brando, you're a surgeon. Your superior surgeon's gonna be like, "Well, I was listening to your From the Sidelines podcast, and you're done, buddy. Get on out of here."
Yeah.
There's a point in time you guys started chanting men, and then you said some real fucked up things.
How dare you?
Damn.
How dare you talk like that about the WNXL? You're out of here.
I thought
Not
you were
my
going to
OR.
say the WNBA, and I was like, well, that one makes more sense, though.
That one makes a ton of sense. I could probably talk on that shit for hours.
Fucking Angel Reese. You could talk about the WNBA for hours? All right, go.
I mean, I like watching Caitlin Clark ball. I think that I think it's really funny when streamers try to go and like I forgot who it was. It was a streamer that did like a little like one-on-one with Angel Reese, and dude, he is bawling on her, right? And she's like,
I didn't see
and she's
this.
like,
I wish I did.
She like misses a layup, right? And she's like, oh well, you know, I just haven't balled in like 3 weeks. You're a professional WNBA player. What do you mean you haven't played in 3 weeks?
well, maybe
that
she
is-
just, you know,
bananas to me. You know,
maybe
I mean,
her practice
plus-
schedule sucks ass, all right? I don't
And
know what to
plus,
say.
if you're a professional at anything, you should never get beat by a fucking complete goob like that. Right?
Noob goob.
Like, okay, do you think anybody in the NBA would lose that? Absolutely fucking not. What would fuck me. What was that guy's?
Talk about the professor? White
Yeah.
chocolate?
I'm trying to,
the
no, I'm
professor?
trying to, no,
White chocolate,
I'm trying
yeah.
to think of like who
That-
was
that's
the
who I thought.
streamer.
I'm pretty sure the professor was one
played.
too. There was like an and one guy. Brandon, look up the professor. Look up like
Yeah,
basketball. The professor. I remember this
Yeah,
being
no.
a dude from back in the day. In the
Yeah,
mid,
it
in
was
the
it was a white guy.
mid-aughts. Gotta get that in one more time for you guys.
Jesus. God damn it. Kick him off now.
You're done, buddy.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah, there's the professor, Grayson Boucher? Boucher?
Boucher. Grayson Boucher, something like that, maybe. I don't know.
Bobby
Boucher. Yeah.
Nah, yeah. You went by the professor, American. Yep, a professional street ball player. What? No,
Yeah,
I thought
it was like the And One tour.
So this is the professor. White Chocolate, someone different. White Chocolate
played for the
Kings.
Kings,
right?
Yeah. He was similarly flashy, but he was actually good enough to like play in the league. He was really good at like flashy assists. That's actually something I want to get to for my dad one day, is a signed PSA slab of a Jason Williams card, because my dad, he loved watching the Kings during that era.
Fuck yeah,
They're fucking good.
that would be a good ass gift.
But the man, I remember hearing something.
Sorry, off topic real quick, Brandon. Is that a Tiffany blue monster?
No. It's
Is it white?
guava? No, it
looks like
it's like
teal.
it's like mint green and pink.
Okay, so it is kind of Tiffany blue. All right, so what I said. All right, I
don't
thought
even
you were
know.
drinking white
Tiffany
at first.
Is that a color?
Oh my god. Oh my. I
Don't. Oh my
I
God.
work with
Us.
fucking
No, I'm looking it
idiots.
up. I'm looking it up.
It'll
Tiffany
come up
blue.
right away. Tiffany blue.
Oh,
It'll come
shit.
up right. Oh,
This is just
shit.
First of all, this is fucking. This is just seafoam green. This is just seafoam green.
Wikipedia
Tiffany blue.
says
It's Tiffany blue.
Tiffany blue is only known by women and gay guys.
And you know it for sure says that on Wikipedia.
Yep, because that's what Wikipedia says. 100%.
100%.
It's not just Brandon
It
coming
does
up
now.
with a stupid joke off the top of his
It
head.
No.
Great joke. Great joke.
Great joke.
Great joke. But where the fuck are we even at? What were we even talking about now?
We were talking about a lot of shit. I don't know exactly how we got to where we were at there.
Here, really quick.
Oh, what's up?
I wanted to go back to when you dropped the news on Hatch about FTS.
Yep.
Because I wasn't going to be there in Texas, so Ryan broke the news to me after last week, after we recorded. And, you know, Ryan, this is before the whole shit happened with Charlie's. So he was going to be there Thursday, all day Friday. He was planning on telling Hatch Friday morning, right? Or Friday before the games. And I was like, maybe you shouldn't, man. Maybe you should.
Well, no, I wasn't going to tell him before the games,
first.
but I was like, it's probably either going to be like Friday night or Saturday night, because then Sunday everything's going to get weird, and it's like, which of those two will be better? And then
I was like, maybe tell him after the prelims, so you know if he's going into Sunday or not, because don't want him to stew on that. And then we were like, actually, maybe you should tell him as soon as like. Maybe tell him as soon as you see him. That way it fires him up.
First thing I see Hatch, hey Hatch, FTS is over, and it's like,
what?
I think the thing is realistically, I would have reacted kind of in that way, no matter what time it would have been. You know, I think that I would have reacted sad in any kind of way, in on any day, at any time.
Well, think about it like this, Hash. All I'm doing is something that you love. I'm putting your destiny in your hands.
Exactly. So it feels good.
You used to have the crutch of having to rely on me to do your editing, managing, posting, making of thumbnails, just all the other shit. But now it's in your hands. If this podcast continues, the destiny's in your hands, Hatch. No one, you can't blame anyone but yourself.
Exactly.
So there you go.
So
that is the gift that I've bestowed on you, and it is quite a monkey's paw gift. I do understand that.
And that's okay, right? I'm completely ready for the challenge. I'm definitely not going to be anywhere near as good at the start, right? You know, you never know what happens.
I also started editing podcasts about 8 years ago, so you got time to catch up, my man.
Right. So, listeners, please be patient.
What was that, Brandon? Yes, this is what I've done with my life. All right, I've made dick jokes on the internet. I hate it.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, 8 years, at least 8 more years of FTS, so Hatch could be on this level.
There you go.
Yep. So we're gonna try our best. You know, the future's uncertain.
Actually, Hatch, you gotta start doing 2 episodes a week now, because then in 4 years you can say you've done just as much as I've done in 8. So there you go, and then you can be like, I'm better than you. So there
that math totally adds up.
Right?
Totally. FTS math. Right.
It makes sense.
I mean, I'm excited. It's bitter. It's bittersweet, because obviously, I mean, Look at it in any situation. When you've been hanging around with somebody all the time for so long, and now you don't get to hang out with them as much anymore, how would you feel? I guess I'm talking to the open air of the listeners right now, you know, the Dora style, where it's like, oh, where's the mountain? Oh, great, you know? Kind of talking kind of like that in a way, because it's like, you know, I mean, I bet that the center 50, I bet that PJ would feel the same thing if Daniel was doing that, where Daniel's like, I gotta go and I can't be a part of the center 50 anymore.
Well, isn't he doing that? Isn't that happening? So. Isn't one of them getting deployed or something? Is it like?
So I was listening to one of their episodes. I was listening to their newest episode today.
Okay.
I don't think he's getting sent to South Korea anymore.
Oh, okay.
I think he has I think now he has a different opportunity. If I am correct, I might have just completely fucked
different duty station.
Daniel, I'm sorry, brother, but didn't mean to dox you like that.
Yeah, but, I did say duty, Brando.
So you know, I mean,
low-hanging fruit.
I mean, I bet fucking when people, how do I even fucking say this? Fuck. It's just one of those. It's kind of my reaction.
It's getting emotional.
Yeah, as you said, it's raw, right? You're raw. You're the raw emotion.
Absolutely. I'm at the point in my life as a man now where I'm like, bro, showing emotion about something that you care about is the manliest fucking thing you can do if you genuinely care about it.
It's okay, buddy.
Because when people don't, thank you, bro.
Just let it out, man.
Yeah, I know it's a fucking crazy ride that we've been on, honestly, right? You know, like thinking of the 100th episode reel when it was like all of us going, you know, all of us making the joke, seeing the transition from AK, Evan Fernandez, Ryan Hatch to no longer AK, to no longer Evan Fernandez, to bringing on Brando, and now seeing how many guests we've had. It's, you know, we've had 40 media, we've had Maddie Marshall, we've had so many.
Our first guest, Matt the Gym Rat, on episode 10, dude. We had no fucking clue what we were doing.
Absolutely, and you know, it's crazy to think of how far we've come, and I genuinely, Ryan, bro, I wouldn't trade it for anybody else. You know, obviously there have been times where you and I have had our disagreements. There have been times where you and I have had these hard phone calls about carrying on the show, but there's nothing I would rather have done than have had this time with you, brother. Seriously, I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate all of the knowledge that you've taught me. It's not easy because I used to not be able to talk like this. I was a guy that would leave a ton of dead air, and now it's
come a long way, buddy.
I got to be the guy where I got to be the talker. You know, it's gonna be a change.
You gotta intro the show, man. You're gonna be the first person to speak.
Absolutely, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be emotional. It's gonna be a fucking roller coaster.
During all of this, which is just very on brand to Brandon. He's
right.
here.
It's gonna be
this is a great monologue. No, it's a great monologue.
You know, it's incredibly bittersweet, but we must adapt. We must overcome. We must learn. We must always move forward, never move back, and make sure that we're doing it for the fucking love of the game that we started with. Right? We're not. This is not a paintball podcast, and it never will be a paintball podcast. It is people who originated. I mean, who fucking knows? FTS may evolve into something that has nothing to do with paintball. What if we turn into like a fucking camping show where we're just talking about camping all the time? You know, you never know what we could turn into, right? It is just insane about how the journey that
I just had to take it back to the song that we all heard during our graduations, right? I'm guessing, because I heard that multiple times during that.
Can we play the one that I graduated to?
Yeah, dude, right. I don't give a single fuck tonight.
Let's run it.
Fuck you, YouTube.
No, this one's gonna make me fucking cry, dead ass.
We're playing Spotify music. I don't care anymore.
What's it called? Time of Our Lives by Tyrone Williams, I think.
Tyrone Williams.
Play that one. I think that's what it's called.
Are you talking about, well, what? Tyrone Williams. Okay, you may have to find me this. I don't know. Because the only things that come up are the Pitbull song and the song I just played.
Tyrone Wells. Sorry, Tyrone Wells.
Tyrone Wells.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
You hear a name like Tyrone and you just automatically slap Williams on it? That's crazy.
Full suspect.
Oh, dude, this shit is fucking gonna get me fucked up.
I've never heard this song in my life.
I remember graduating high school to this song.
This is where the chapter ends.
This is some Central Valley shit, Brandon. I've never heard this song before in my life.
Neither have I.
No, yeah.
You know, it's just crazy because, like, you know, with this song talking about it is the point to where it has been years. It's been years that we've been together, meeting up every single fucking week. To where like it's a change that I'm not looking forward to, but I'm ready for. You know, and it's been.
Why was that profound?
What's up?
I said that was deeply profound on a weird level.
You know, all right. If we want to get more profound, let me look at my notes about life.
No, we're good. We don't need to have this song. Here. You want a better time of our life song?
About a week ago.
I worked my ass off. All right, there we go. Pitbull, Neo, time of our lives.
I saw that live.
Worldwide.
I saw that live.
You did? You saw Daddy live?
Yeah, I sure did. Thought it was gonna be an orchestra, but ended up going to a Pitbull concert.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You know how crazy is that, right? Like, dude, there's
I don't know how
so
you
many
mix those
fucking.
two up.
Wrong weekend, I guess. Right, but the stories that we've told on this podcast, dude, it is so crazy how much our lives have changed since we first started.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Right? Like, dude, do you remember how
different.
anti-commitment I was?
You still are. What are you talking about?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm anti-commitment anymore, dude, because it's like I found
on the surface you still are, but
I mean, I guess
he's standing at that edge, ready to take that leap.
I'm trying to, at least.
A leap of faith.
I know that
into a hay
I
bale.
know that I'm at the point in my life where it's like, when I am giving my all to another person, right? It's a different feeling, and I'm incredibly grateful for the
God
support
damn,
system that
Hatch
my
got
girlfriend
boring
Tegan
as he
has
got
made.
old. He's talking about like loving people and like
well,
good
first of all, I've
moral
always
values.
I've always loved people,
No,
and I guess
know.
that's
Just not
that's
women.
another thing that this podcast has completely changed. I've heard so many stories, so many different perspectives, to where I'm like, I don't need to be as angry, dude. Because when I first started the podcast, I was a very, very angry person, and it has
I think
changed
you're
me
just
so
3 years
much. 'Cause
older on that.
You're probably right, but
the
I'm
podcast
related to
probably
the
helped to a
podcast
certain
anyway.
extent. Yeah, but
Right? Like, I mean, how
You
many
just
times have we
matured.
talked? How many times have we talked through it where I'm like, you know, I randomly fucking blew up at practice, and I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't know why I'm angry, and we would just kind of like break it down a little bit on the podcast, and it's like, Hatch, it's because your daddy issues, and I'm like, oh fuck, you're probably right.
yeah, it's because Hatch.
you know?
You have to be like Hulk. You have to always be angry, so that way you can control it.
Absolutely, right? But now I'm at the point in my life to where it's like, dude, let your anger be expensive and let your love be free. You know?
I like that. It's a
Don't-
good quote. Did you just come up with that, or
I've said it a couple times, but I don't think I really came up with it. I think maybe
so
subliminally
you're
I've heard it
plagiarizing
somewhere.
someone else's work? All right,
More
I
than
respect
likely,
it.
more than likely. You
I
know,
respect
we're
it.
the first podcast ever. Like, no one else has done a podcast
Yeah,
before us.
no, this is a unique original idea to us. What are you talking
Never
about?
done
Hatch?
before.
Yeah.
Spotify, who?
Guarantee you, there's never been a thing called From the Sidelines before that existed.
You know, I haven't even looked up From the Sidelines.
There probably
ever.
was.
There probably was. Probably like a tennis or some bullshit, you know? From the sidelines, from the court.
Oh
from
well,
the
that ain't
side
my
court.
problem anymore.
Absolutely, right? So, I mean, now with all the obstacles that are coming with this transitionary period, I mean, fuck, boys. Spotify's got to be, not reset, but we got to, you know, I got to do a new license through Spotify. I gotta, you know.
Well, not a new
upload
license. It just has to be under your account, because then that way you can get into it easier. So yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's a good note too. All of the stuff that's up right now, it's just on public facing feeds, and I don't have to pay for any of that, so those feeds will stay up. So if you had like a favorite episode you want to go back and listen to or something like that, it'll still be there, at least for the near future. As long as, you know, they don't start hitting me with like a uploading fee or something like that, then I'm gonna keep it up. So yeah, the back catalog of the show will live on. Obviously, it's gonna change where it's hosted at moving forward as Hatch kind of takes over the uploading responsibilities. But yeah. So from my end, everything will still be there. So if, you know, like I said, if you had your favorite episode or something, if you really loved one of the cold episodes, or maybe our conversation with Alex Frazier or Maddie Marshall or Todd Martinez, those will all be there in perpetuity. So you can go check them out whenever you want.
Absolutely. And that's one thing that I'm grateful for, right? Is at least in the world of YouTube, right? All of our episodes are on YouTube except for I think like the first like 15
16?
or something like that, right? But
18.
I think it's 16 because 17 was the first one, 18 was Austin's last,
18 was,
and then 19 was Brandon's first.
DOS. No, 19 was DOS, and then 20 was me.
Oh yeah, because we just went with me and Hatch, and then yeah.
Right. So it's going to be a challenge. I'm gonna try to upload everything on YouTube. I'm gonna try to upload everything to Spotify. I'm gonna try. Right. And it may not look pretty, may not sound pretty. Thumbnail might be fucked. But I'm not giving up. And that's one thing. That's one thing that I want to convey.
I'm just excited for you to finally step into my shoes, man.
I'm too. I think that
that's the one part, because I feel like for years it's been hard for us to always it's been hard for me to kind of relate how much stuff that there's like little tedious things that need to be done in the background for a podcast. But I feel like you'll kind of have that sense finally, and I don't know. Hopefully, we can get a little respect for what I did the last 3 years to make the show look
Ryan,
good and come out on time.
I've always given you the respect because I know how hard it is. Right? Well, you have a talent that in this generation is a storytelling talent. You have a talent of telling stories, whether it be the lifetime of the Balls energy drink or what was it? What's that fucking one? WDP.
WDP. Yeah.
Right.
We do porn.
Right. So you've gotten to the point, Ryan, where you're making a career of storytelling, and that is something that is so fucking badass that I'm gonna try to take a note out of your book, and I'm gonna try to learn it myself. Not to your extent, because I don't think I could do it as good as you, but I think with time.
Yeah, but that's also bullshit. I'm not special at all. I didn't go to school for this shit. I didn't have money to pay someone to teach me. I got on YouTube, I got on Google, and every single thing I know is from either one of those two sources or from asking a friend. That's it. So
absolutely,
and I push back on that, because anyone who says that oh Ryan, I can't learn the things you did, bull fucking shit. Every single person on this planet can. I just wanted to learn them, and that's why I did. So
and now
I don't know. I just put that out there for anyone who's like, oh, editing, it's so crazy, it's so complicated. No, it's not. Anyone who tells you that, they're kind of lying to you, because they want it to seem that way, so they sound like kind of cool. It's very simple. It's just a lot of it's very tedious, and it's just like anything else. It's a tool that you have to learn. It's a different language, and once you learn the language, it's very simple, and you can kind of make whatever's in your brain come to life, and it's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And so for me personally, I'm very excited to take that journey and learn. Obviously, Ryan, dude, I'm gonna be hitting you up all the fucking time about, well, what is this? What does this mean? How do you add this? Stuff like that, right? And I'm just incredibly grateful I'm just incredibly grateful for the opportunity that we had on FTS. And had makes it sound fucking crazy, but that we have on FTS. I mean, I wouldn't even have been a quote unquote podcaster if it wasn't for you, Ryan. Genuinely. Right? I mean, fuck, dude. I think of that photo where it's like day one Minecraft house, fucking dirt piece of shit.
Yeah, I do like that meme.
And then it shows us fucking living in a nice, comfortable Minecraft house. Got some dogs in the yard with some red collars. You know what I'm saying? Right? Tamed.
Yeah, but I think the other thing, Hatch, and you made it a big point there, is I wasn't a podcaster. None of us are podcasters. No one was put here to do this shit. This isn't a God-given right that we have as people. It's just, it's something that if you have an interest in, just do, because you never know where it leads you. And when I started the show, I didn't think that I would be working at a place like I am now, but I am. And it's because I started this show and had the skills and the talents to be able to then move over there and say, hey, I can come do this, guys. Do this for you guys too. So yeah, I always like to put that out there, because that's probably my biggest pet peeve, is the amount of people who think what I do is like wizardry. It's not. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. you just if you figure out one small part and you start to get into it, then more of it makes sense, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh wow, this is all pretty simple.
Absolutely, right. And I'm hoping to learn that lesson sooner rather than later, right? And let me tell you, FTS Pod, that will be a thing that will be immortalized forever, at least in my heart, right? This is gonna be one of those things where I'm still getting stuff made for the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Patreon right now is a little bit too soon for me. I'm not trying to completely overwhelm myself.
Yeah, and that is a lot. Yeah,
right, and
kind
so
of figure that out as it comes, but yeah,
absolutely, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna figure it out as it comes. So I think for the giveaway alert kind of thing, I think it'll probably be like if you go to NXLs and see me, that'll probably be like the thing.
And I would say maybe that'd be something you can handle through Instagram, be a little easier platform to you to handle, because I know you've used that for other stuff before. So yeah, maybe hey, if you're listening out there, make sure you go follow on the Instagram, keep up to date with Hatch and all the things that he wants to do.
We gotta get to 1,000 followers so we can fucking live stream on FTS Pod.
And it's close. People. It's very close. So yeah,
dude. Honestly, I don't even know how many followers we have on FTS. I've never even looked at the followers on
like
that.
800-ish. Yeah, I know. Hatch, you've never looked at any of the numbers on any of these, so have fun with that. Because now it's gonna burden you a lot more.
The thing is, even if we get 5 viewers, if they're 5 loyal viewers, dude, okay.
That's true. Mike Ryan, Christopher Struck, they'll always be there.
Right. I want FTS to be a thing where it's crazy to think that it's like the passing of the torch. That is very crazy for me to think about.
This is honestly, this is me retiring from paintball. I hope you guys also see that too. Because
absolutely.
That's what I told everyone when I was talking, to my homies. Like I told Alex Sorensen straight up, like, he's the head of NXL Media, that like I love all the guys out there and I love being with them, and seeing them on Saturday was great. But I also told him halfway through that day, yeah, I'm good. Like I don't need to be out here anymore, like I don't have that thing in my gut that is telling me I need to go out, like I'm missing everything. I need to be out there filming with everyone. Nah, I just kind of don't care anymore. And I'm happy with that, because I finally got to a point where paintball is not the thing that is potentially, paying my bills. And that's good, because it's pretty shitty at doing that, and especially if you're trying to do it as media. JT Paintball, by the way, literally fucked over ARG Imaging this past event because, quote unquote, he was shooting things wrong. So they didn't pay him for Lone Star State. They did, completely broke their contract and everything with him. Aaron flew home early from the event because he was like, fuck this, I want to go see my daughter. Yeah. So, wow. Good job, JT. Good job, Core. Enjoy your shitty little monopoly and a shitty little sport, you pieces of motherfucking shit. Okay? I hope these companies realize you are the reason I left. It's not the fucking people. It's not the 40s. It's not my other media friends. It's the fucking companies, okay? Because you guys treat us like goddamn pieces of shit who stand on a field all day, get roped by 10.5 paintballs, have all of our equipment be fucked up and broken, and then you say, hey, here's $150 for that. Hey, man, I make that wiping my ass now, so fuck you, cunt.
Yep. Fuck that shit.
I've wanted to say that about paintball for a long ass time, and I've held my goddamn tongue. But hey, here's the thing: I don't fucking have to anymore. All right? So enjoy it. Enjoy what you guys have over here. Cause hey, I fucking loved this thing. You made me want to leave. So good fucking job. There's your round of applause. Fucking, I'll never understand the business aspect of paintball. The people in it are amazing, and the community in it is some of the best people I've ever met in my life. But man, there are some piece of shit business owners in this sport, like Dave Youngblood, who physically touched his son. That's pretty fucked up. But hey, let's not talk about it, because we need Die to keep going, because if they aren't around, then paintball dies. I'm gonna be honest, if Die died as a company, it would suck. There's a lot of innocent people that get hurt, but I'm not all that upset, because the guy who's behind it was touching many children during the 90s and 2000s while going to paintball tournaments. We just don't talk about it, though, because, oh no, that's a bad look for our sport. That's awkward.
Yeah, it's a very scary thing, and then honestly, that's kind of what like my plans are in big picture. Like what I dream of is I want FTS to turn into a
conspiracy news network.
Maybe I mean, in a way, if I'm being honest, like I like to dream big. You guys know me. Like, what if I want FTS to be one of the lead media for paintball. I want it to be a place where we can talk uncensored about things, you know? I've never really been into the fucking politics of paintball in a way to where it's like I bite my tongue. You know? I think that for the most part, I've always shared my opinion, and I never want anybody to ever feel like they have to be scared to share their opinion about paintball. And I think that that's one of the things that the problem is with a lot of these pro players is they are so quiet about certain things because they are scared of the repercussions of it.
Mm-hmm. They don't want to lose their little thing that they have.
Exactly, right? And I understand paintball is this little thing that we all know and love. I love
No, but
paintball,
I just mean
dude.
like if they do have like a free ride or something like that, like they don't want to jeopardize being able to play pro and have those kind of advantages and perks that come with it because they spoke out against an owner or someone like that. Which is also why go support Jimmy Finley, because that dude's doing it, or Jimmy
100%.
Hickey from Finley, because he's doing it all day, every day, out in black and white, and I love that man for that. So he always has my support from his businesses.
Absolutely. Every time I stop by the Finley hat booth, I will always shake his hand and tell those guys, thank you for everything you do for us, because there's not enough of it.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely guys fighting a good fight.
And it's a scary way when you kind of have to like tiptoe around certain things in the game of paintball, where it's like, I mean, when they put the certain article in Gap and they got fucking
Dia sent him a cease and desist because all they did was talk about the crime that their owner committed. That's a little fucked up, isn't it, when you think about that? So,
right? And it's just like I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm at the point in my life, of my career of paintball, to where, dude, I don't even give a fuck about pro. I want to get to pro my way with my people.
Yeah, just so you can kind of do your own thing. Like, you don't want to conform to just make it there, or yeah.
I refuse to conform to that fucking bullshit where I gotta fucking suck a fucking cock to get on a pro team to get bench time.
Here's my biggest thing. Look, I'm sorry, but we've always given shit to Tom over the years and stuff, but I really think the biggest disservice that Tom Cole and Bart Yakimek have done to the growth of paintball is limiting Go Sports. They are the people who own and control Go Sports. Bart bought a large amount of investment into Go Sports, which made it become a part of MLPB, which is why Go Sports rebranded into MLPB Plus. With that deal, they owned kind of what Go Sports gets to do, and they don't want Go Sports to put it out there on Twitch, on Kick, on YouTube, on fucking X, for crying out loud. Like, these are places where live stream content lives in the year of 2025, and paintball isn't there. And the reason being is because our leadership is stuck in the year of 2000. They want to see us on broadcast television, a place where most sports go to die nowadays.
100%.
So yes, I'm going to be honest, they probably are the people who've done the biggest disservice for paintball growing as a whole, and that's just because they view it as the internet is like this, thing that only the kids are doing. Well, cool. The kids should be your target audience because they grow up to become adults.
Generation.
Yeah,
absolutely right.
So
I don't
that's
think we need
something
to
I've always had a problem with.
Boomers watching fucking ESPN.
I won't say who, but I talked to members of the NXL Media Commission this last event, and they all agree with my idea. In fact, they've pitched that idea themselves, but they all get shot down by the same two people. And it's because they want it to be an ESPN, a Fox News network, a Fox Sports, or an ABC production. Like, they're so stuck to what worked when they were in their 40s and 30s.
Wouldn't just more eyes, as like a thrown it in other streaming services, wouldn't just more eyes also bring, if they wanted to,
here's the thing
take it to like ESPN, wouldn't that be a better look for them as well? Like,
marginally, But the other thing that allows them to do, it allows them to go to ad, like to sponsors and be like, hey, we have this whole event we throw up, you know, we do it all the time. We want to sell you a bunker. And then when that sponsor says, oh, sick, like, do you have like viewer data? Like, who is going to see it? Instead of them going, yeah, 1,200 people on Go Sports are going to see it, they can go, oh, 20,000 people a day are going to watch it on Twitch. That hits different. You get the different attention from companies and from, you know, marketing.
Absolutely. And dude, even if paintball's on the front page of Twitch once,
that's huge. That changes so much shit.
That
and
changes
people don't realize
more than
that.
anything.
And it frustrates me too, because we literally have people who've gone from us into esports and then see how successful esports has become. It's fucking crazy to me. That was Meta. That was fucking HK's brand. They had Meta Threads, which was like an esports company. They were doing esports jerseys for teams, and like they obviously have ties into that world with Cassidy Sanders being the creative director. He's an OG, like day one Hostile Kid member.
Yep.
But like we just don't look into their playbook other than let's run a streamer, you know, tournament that goes horribly because it's not set up or run by anyone. And
I love HK, but man, that did not look good.
I will say, Marky, that was an example, and this is something that Marky's done positively. He's always tried things. He was trying something there.
100%.
He just didn't have the execution or the, you know, complete forethought to get it to be a good product. But look, I can never fault Marky for that because in his history of paintball, he's always tried to push it and get it out there in different avenues and means. And let's be real. It's because he benefits. If paintball blows up, Marky's going to make more money off that because he owns a company in paintball. So, like, I'm not even saying it's just because he's this good-willed person, but he definitely has, for our sport, done a lot more than some of these other places.
I agree.
Fucking core.
Because okay, great. So an example. HK has a face. Marky, right? Who is the face of JT?
Well, no one, because again, JT is not JT. JT is Core Outdoor Sports, which is a monopoly that owns JT, Empire, GI Sports, Tipman. Like the list goes on. That's why, like, people don't realize that's why the sport sucks. Because the 17 companies are owned by the same dude, Billy Saransky. He makes decisions for all of them. It just is what it fucking is.
Absolutely.
So unless you have more competition in the marketplace, like the HK Armies, the Defies, the insert smaller company name here who are fighting back against them now, paintballers, wake the fuck up, all right? Realize that your sport is getting into a monopoly. You gotta fight the fuck back. And if you don't, well, in 10 years, it's gonna be either the same size it is today or maybe even smaller.
Absolutely, and that's why, like, I'm dreaming big. That's why I want fucking, like, FTS to turn into something where it's...
Where you guys buy me back.
I mean, even that's the dream, right? That's the dream, right? But, I mean, I want it to turn into... I mean, how do I... Maybe, like, FTS media. You know what I'm saying? Where you can't... I mean, in a way, you know how you're just tetherball media? You know how you're just tetherball media? Like, I want it to be like a
conglomerate. A media conglomerate.
Absolutely, because the thing is, anybody can share their fucking opinion on here. Like, I will never stop someone from coming on and being a guest and sharing their opinion. Obviously, I'm gonna listen.
That's true.
We're always very open. And I'm gonna give my opinion.
We've had debates and arguments, but we let people say whatever they want.
100%.
We are very First Amendment in that fact over here from the sidelines.
All these a ton of other paintball podcasts are owned by somebody.
Yeah.
They are owned by somebody because it's
Play the Game is owned by Nazis. Spick and Span is owned by Field 1 and Dynasty. I mean, Center 50, they're owned by the Military Industrial Complex. In the Pits Paintball podcast, Christian, he's owned by X Factor and Project. I don't know. The list continues, man. But
and that's one thing that, like, I've always loved about us is we have never genuinely conformed to what the norm is of what everybody wants.
That's true. You know? And one thing we've never done is we've never let Brandon say no words during a podcast. Shout out to you, Kyle Spica. Learn how to talk on a podcast, buddy.
Damn.
But I mean,
That's crazy.
He's spicy on his last episode, of course, right? He's supposed to be, but I mean,
these are thoughts I've had for years, but have not been able to say because hey, we're all friends here. Hey, we're not.
But the thing is, for me, right? I have no problem being friends with everybody, but obviously, I'm gonna give my opinion, and if you don't like it, whatever, bro. You know, I'm never gonna hate you because you have a different opinion of me about a certain topic.
Well, they hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because they fucking ain't us, right? And FTS may never blow up to the point to where it's a media thing, right? But the thing is I will always make sure that we're never bought by somebody. You know, we will never. People are gonna be like, hey. So, I heard what you said. I want you guys to delete that last episode or else we're pulling money. What the fuck?
What money?
Exactly.
Brandon's like, what?
No, but you know what I'm saying? I bet there was a lot. I mean, there's probably a lot of flack from certain people that have had certain guests on their show that they've been like, all right, maybe like there could possibly lose sponsors.
Oh, you mean Zyzak, who just waits for drama to happen and then invites that person onto his guest 2 weeks after, then get all the clicks on it, like he did with Dan Bilzerian, like he did with Marcelo Margot, like he did with Will Ball for Soup, when Will Ball for Soup tried to jump me at NXL events. But it's cool. So shout out Paintball Nerd. That's another one of the guys out there. Zyzak, hope you have a good time, buddy.
And the thing is, I don't even see him at NXL events.
Yeah, because he doesn't go anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he can only hack it 2 years. That's crazy.
Right. And I'm not trying to be a fucking hater in any way. I am a guy who has always been relatively speaking my own thoughts. You know, I've never let other people put their words in my head and say that information of what they're like, hey, you need to say this. Absolutely not. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, and I'm never gonna fucking lie like that. You know, I'm never gonna go on air and lie about something that's clearly fucking true. You know,
yeah.
just to save a company's fucking ass when they don't even care about me. Right, and that's one reason why I love HK is because genuinely they do care about me. Welts, they genuinely do care about me. I talked to Corey Corey from Welts. That was my first time ever meeting him. Was at this last event, and
damn it.
And he walked up to me. He's like, dude, thank you for everything you do in the sport. And I was like, no, thank you, because people like him and Scott,
and then they blew each other.
They genuinely give a fuck about this game, because if they didn't, they would have left a long time ago, because they could have made way more money outside of it.
100%.
100%. So I'm just fucking grateful that we have a platform.
We like to joke around about Marky. Marky is a very good marketer and a very good businessman. He could make real money if he decided to do anything other than fucking paintball. But he decided to do that with his life. So, come on, guys. Like, you got to give people like that a little bit of their credit. But it is sad when you see what the game has kind of turned into, which is just a monopoly in both the tournament scene, which is the NXL, and then a monopoly in the business scene, which is the core outdoor sports. It just makes it so hard for people to compete and fight back. And that's why, hey, Mike, you're doing a great thing. USXBL, WCPPL, those are both amazing tournament series that are they're putting NXL on notice a little bit of like, hey, you can't come to Texas and run a subpar tournament because we have USXBLs here now, and everyone here knows what a good paintball tournament should run like. Same thing if they do ever go back to California again. They probably never will, because the NXL fucking hates the West Coast for some reason. Never understood that.
Bitches.
But yeah, I mean, it's good that there are people who are trying. It's a small market, and so it's hard to deal with a monopoly even more so than in a market where there's excess market share for it to go around.
Absolutely. And one thing that we've never really been like a sellout. Obviously we haven't really had too many opportunities to be a sellout, but FTS will never be like that.
Yeah, not really. I mean, just you need a lot of money to change lives, really. And dude, if you're offering me $500 to talk about your product, I really don't care that much.
No, let me also just say, with Aaron ARG Image, bro, I've lost an incredible amount of respect for JT.
Yeah.
that is absolutely insane. Aaron is one of the greatest human beings that has ever touched paintball. And the fact that they're willing to fuck him over like that is actually incredibly upsetting.
Yeah, and a lot of the media, like, we kind of all were like, been there, you know? Like,
I mean, at that point, dude, fuck, we should fucking...
think about this.
You should fucking boycott that shit.
Everyone who has worked for JT as, like, their media person has quit after a year.
Yeah,
Guy, Yosh Designs, Dylan
is Yosh still with?
it.
Is Yosh still with Core?
I don't know if he still is or not. Might be doing stuff with GI, which I guess is still Core. But I don't know. A lot of people do tend to kind of leave that partnership kind of quickly. Again, and maybe it is because it literally is just a corporate monopoly at this point. So it's not like, it doesn't feel like paintball anymore. And maybe that's why they leave. I don't fucking know, because I'm not them.
Yeah. So yeah, he is still the media director with Core.
Yeah. So that's good.
And let me tell
they're
you
also
something.
taking care of him too, which is good.
Absolutely. And let me tell you something about Yosh. He is one of those guys that, dude, he is wearing... I've talked to him. He's wearing many hats for them. He should be getting paid way more. He is doing a ton of stuff for them. And, man, all I'm saying is with Aaron and that whole thing with JT, I will never look at them the same again. That is one of those things that genuinely upsets me to the point to where, dude, I will boycott JT for that shit.
Well, we've already boycotted Die, so let's add JT to the list now.
I mean, fuck, man, that shit is actually upsetting.
Hey,
We shoot Planet Eclipse and wear HK. I don't know what the fuck else you need, all right?
No, because imagine this. How fucking pissed off would you be if you fly somewhere...
I'd be livid.
Because Aaron has been nominated
he was
for
too.
Photographer
of the
photo
year. Yeah.
awards, and the fact that you're saying that he's not shooting right, then what?
And
the
meanwhile,
fuck do
you didn't
want?
give any creative direction in the first place. That was the other
Exactly.
thing.
Exactly. Then what the fuck are you doing?
It's also Aaron's also a hard ass worker too. Like, there's
Aaron
definitely
is a
media people
hard-ass
who
fucking
kind of,
worker.
they'll go out, they'll shoot a couple games, and they'll hang out for a while. No, that dude just fucking films.
Yeah, that is just... I'm incredibly upset with that. And media guys deserve to be paid more. I mean, last time I checked, Core is a multi-million-dollar company.
You could probably figure out, they probably have expense reports that are online.
So it's like...
Because I don't know if they're publicly traded, but they probably have that information that's publicly available to a certain extent.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing if you're a quote-unquote multi-million-dollar company and you're not even willing to pay them? Dude, fuck you. That's all I have to say with that.
Paintball is growing. We were just on ESPN, and guys, it's gonna just a couple more years. We're gonna get some more influencers in the sport, and guys, you're not gonna be ready for it. We're gonna be big time. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for that? Okay, yeah.
No,
yeah.
I am ready for it because I am gonna try to make the change. I mean, I'm a fucking nobody,
You gotta make
and
one
I
that
know
sticks.
I know I'm not a big player in the game, but I'm gonna try. And what we need
But
in
you
the
are
game
a big player in my heart, Hash.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I mean, the amount of fans that we have that I see at events, dude, all of us can turn this into something.
We can call our congressman and have Tom Cole removed from CEO and chancellor of the NXL. We could do this.
Chancellor.
I don't even think we need.
Is he the chancellor? Is that what it is now? Yeah.
Realistically,
funny.
we need Tom Cole to realize. And the thing is, I talked to Tom Cole this past weekend, right? I mean, actually, I'm not even gonna talk about that because that's a little bit actually behind the scenes. Not even gonna lie.
I don't even know that.
Yeah, you don't know that, but yeah. Overall, right? What we're trying to do big things in the game. Seriously. We are trying to change the game.
We are getting Luke from the Outdoor Boys at the NXL World Cup, all right?
Holy
Big
fuck,
things
could you
are happening.
imagine? Dude, could you imagine?
That
Honestly,
would
dude,
legit be huge.
that would be so fucking huge. Dude, you would have no idea. I'd be fanboying, bro. Like, dude, I loved your honey butter tutorial on bread. I love
just
the
make
way
it
you
and
teach
put
me.
it the dough, and then you could take the dough and put it over the fire, and it just give it a couple minutes, and it just crisps right on up.
This guy taught
great.
me how to cook on a rock. You know,
Multiple times.
times.
He showed me how to make a shelter out of 8 feet of snow, and that's it.
Yes.
You know?
And I thought I thought the little snow cave he built was going to cave in. And he tested it. Absolutely not. Did not cave in.
Why are we still talking about Luke from the Outdoor Boys? I made a quick
He's a fucking
joke,
hero. He's
and
a
you went
fucking
way
hero
too
that needs to
deep
be
on
in
the
this
joke,
game. And
Hatch.
he needs to save this fucking game we call paintball.
Good God.
He's the only one who can.
He is the only one who can. Me and Luke from Outdoor Boys, we're the only ones who can save it. We're trying our best.
That's one of the more absurd things I've ever heard you fucking say, Hatch, but all right.
You know?
Brandon, what's your take on Luke from the Outdoor Boys? I don't know. I just want to hear you talk, buddy, because I'm never going to hear your voice again after this ever again. Ever.
No, never. Yeah, we're banning
coworkers.
Ryan from ever listening to.
No, Ryan's gonna listen to the first
Hatch are
episode that I
best
do,
friends, but
and he's gonna be
Brandon
like,
and me are
"That
coworkers."
is." I'm gonna get a call from Ryan, be like, "Dude, I listened to the first episode that you had all by yourself. Ass.
Which you call that a podcast, you
I'm at the
fucking
point.
asshole.
I'm at the point where, no joke, I'm expecting that. You know, because I know it's not gonna be pretty. I gotta fucking get that. Gotta buff it out a little bit. You know.
No, but here's what I need to do, Hatch. I need to just do the thing where I just disappear entirely for like 4 months.
You hear nothing from him.
Yep, got to do the dad thing where it's like,
But I'm gonna be texting
I'm
you because I
doing
have
this
questions.
for your own love.
I can't, dude.
No,
I got
no,
questions.
I'm just gonna radio silence.
No, bro.
Just disappears. I went to get some cigarettes. Comes back
Fine,
6 months later.
I'm
You're gonna
texting
resent
Verb.
me, but in the 6 months after that, you're gonna be like, I learned so much because you left, and I'm gonna be like, that's why I did.
I'm texting Verb.
I'm texting. Goddamn.
No, but I mean, let me tell you, I talked to Verbal this past weekend, and he obviously knows that there needs to be a change. He knows that there needs to be a change in the game.
He wants change.
Absolutely. And I would love to pick his brain more, and I would love to help him because he is a fucking guru of algorithm. He knows what's up, and I want to learn. I want to learn.
He's been doing this shit since before we were out of high school, man. Like,
yeah, I want to learn. I want to learn everything, and I love paintball so much.
so would you say that you want to be the very best? Like maybe no one was before. Maybe to catch them is your real test.
Yep.
And to maybe train them is your cause?
Yep. So we're starting an FTS training program.
Catch 'em
all. It's you and me.
Did you get what I was doing there, Brando? I couldn't tell if you could tell or not.
I was like,
I don't think
man,
Brando watches
Yu-Gi-Oh's
cartoons.
wrong.
Shut the fuck up. You fucking queer. That is so fucking gay. Actually, I love Yu-Gi-Oh, but
You're my best
Oh,
friend.
my I got the Digimon reference. That's great. That's awesome.
he's like cosplaying as a fucking boomer. Shut the fuck up, Brando. Well, I know you know what we're talking about.
Brandon, you're not even 5 years older than both of us, okay? So stop acting like you're this old man.
First of
got
all,
my
he hit
Pokenames
30.
right
He
here.
is an old man.
He does have
I
his
got my
Pokemans.
stuff. Yeah, my Pokemons.
Can't see him on the
Some
camera,
shit.
but
Oh, well, fuck off. Nah, it with the change coming, it's the brand of
Changes are
FTS
coming.
isn't going anywhere.
changes are coming.
Yeah, definitely the brand isn't going anywhere. I think we got something there. I don't know. It's just obviously, you something to build off of.
Yeah, we've
And
been doing this for a bit.
I think what FTS can build off of is we are a community of people who want to see change, and that we refuse to conform to what everybody else says is what you have to do. That might not get us successful. It might not get us
people
anywhere.
telling you what we have to do? I've never once heard people tell me what I have to do. I just gotta do my own shit. What do we?
I always get recommendations like, "Oh, you guys
That's
should
what
do
I
this.
mean.
You
There's
guys should do
people
this. You guys
telling
should do
you.
this."
Okay, that's funny.
For sure.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
I
go,
funny.
nah.
I realized this about a year and a half ago doing this podcast. No one talks to me about the podcast that I worked so hard on. It was all Hatch. And it was funny because Hatch kept constantly being like, yeah, everyone's messaging me about the show and shit. I'm like, they are. Like, no one fucking hits me up about all the shit I'm doing over here, but all right, you know, good to know. So I'm glad you guys found some solace in our boy Hatch over there.
You know, I'm excited to start getting those messages about how I fucked up, right? Because then dude, there's nowhere else but up from that point. You know, I mean, you guys know me. Shit talk fuels me, right? So I'm incredibly grateful for this opportunity, and we're just gonna run with it.
Fuck Brandon, unsub Moffat.
Yep.
Ooh, I like that. Yes.
That's a good one. We just need We just need Hatch's part now.
Yeah.
Fuck Kyle, unsub Woody. And then we need, whatever the next one was.
I need a cows are people too moment from Hatch. Hatch,
would you ever be interested in maybe a consensual night with a cow?
What?
Would you ever maybe say, quote, I'm down, cow, end quote?
I mean, me personally?
Yeah, would you ever say that? For the testimony. For the record.
You know, probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
Okay. Just kind of gauging your opinion here.
But you never know. I've said a lot of out-of-pocket things.
That is true.
I probably said there's probably so many things that I've said that if we had like a compilation of all the out-of-pocket shit I've said on FTS, it'd be over 2 hours.
It would be close to I'm down, cow.
Yep.
More than
Left
likely.
or right, who'd bang Jackie? All right, boys. Well, that's
Neither.
2 hours of podcasts.
Going up.
Going up. But yeah, so some fun PKA references to get us on out of here. I feel like that's only the fitting way for this to end. Brandon, you'll never be able to do those jokes ever again because your new co-host hates that show and will never listen to it.
I don't hate that show.
Well, from everything I know, you've had years to listen to it, and yet you never did.
I just don't listen to it. I don't hate it. I just don't listen to
You
it.
never did. Never got into it, even though I asked for years.
I listened to an episode, did I not?
It's okay. I'm not upset. I'm not upset.
It's okay, Ryan.
I'm not upset.
He's gonna.
I'm not upset, Brandon.
Dude, he's gonna get big into PKA now.
That would
Just
be a
to
bigger
understand.
fuck you, Hatch, if you do that now.
Well, now I feel like I have to.
But yeah, boys. So yeah. Well, we still gotta do the things. We need a cool guy of the week. Brando Baird. Who's the cool guy of the week? Yeah, we gotta get a cool guy of the week.
All right. This little guy.
There's still tradition we do.
All right, this little guy here, dude. This guy, I think it was a cool guy of the week not that long ago. Cool guy of the week again. All right.
I thought we were supposed to have queers for cool guys.
Oh, we're just doing this again? Okay. So Brandon didn't have a cool guy of the week. That's what I'm learning for this week.
I did actually, but I pushed it.
You probably knew about this cool guy.
Just do another one. Just do the other one. That's cool. We did me at episode 150. It's chill.
Little bitch. All right, now I gotta find this copy. Hold on, this goddamn lady.
This is the one thing I ask you every show, Brandon. For literally the
and
only
I linked
thing.
you.
The
you
only
even clicked the goddamn link.
To me, dude. And it's I appreciate that, but we already did that bit 10, 13 episodes ago. Okay, so it's too soon to do that bit again.
Fine.
Damn, dude, Ryan, dude. Let me tell you, you don't have to. If you genuinely want to keep on host of From the Sidelines, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get rid of it.
No.
Fuck you.
Nah. All right. So this is
one last login. We love it.
So this guy in Alaskan guy. It was actually over Labor Day. I saw like a fair or something going on in Alaska, and what's his name? Jaden, there was a guy with a gun, pulled out a gun out there during the fair, and 24-year-old Jaden Perry wrestled him, the gun away from him, while and other people jumped in and everything, but he clearly wrestles him, gets him down. They never go to the ground, but he's able to yank the gun away and pull. Yeah, he wrestled.
Dude, my
him.
local
Exactly.
fair,
Pulled
they
it
have
away.
metal detectors that you couldn't even get in with a knife.
Yeah, see, that's
Fuck
the
did he get
difference.
in? I don't like going to the fair because I know
that's
I'm
California,
unarmed,
though.
and I know that like if something were to happen, I have no protection on myself. That's why I don't go to fairs. me
Look,
personally.
it is Alaska. There's probably polar bears just walking around, right?
Rules in Alaska are a little
Big-
different.
Big moose.
Mises.
You see a Mises. You see a. Oh, shut up.
Moose eye.
Nah, it's awesome, right? It's 24-year-old just kind of jumped into the
Yeah, we
action. I
love
don't
that.
think he had any.
Did what he had to
I
do
don't
that
think he had
day.
any, like,
Saved thousands
yeah.
of lives.
He had no a couple
Nope,
hundred.
thousands
You know,
of
let me tell
lives,
you,
Alaska.
Brandon.
People genuinely think that they would be able to
Hey,
take a
thousands.
gunman down. People probably think about that all the time. But when you get put in that situation, dude,
What are you gonna do?
I bet 85% of people would fucking fold. They'd hit the fucking bystander syndrome and they just like stand there and watch.
Yeah,
Look at that
what
video.
happened
Look
to the Ukrainian citizen who got stabbed
That shit is insane. That shit breaks my heart.
when 5 people just watch
Stood
her
there.
bleed the fuck out and don't do anything.
Yeah, that shit's
Good
devastating.
shit, you fucking pieces of shit losers. Yeah, no, I don't know. It is also hard too because it's like, what would you do in that situation? You never fully will truly know until you're put in that situation, and that may be a type of thing that only happens once in your life. Maybe it never happens in your life. It just you
And
never
you
know.
don't-
Absolutely.
You probably don't want to be put in that situation.
Yeah, no, you probably don't.
First of all, I ain't ever fucking going on the subway. That shit is fucking scary.
Hatch, have you never been
All
on
right.
the subway in your life?
I've been on the subway before, but
What subway?
never
Where?
again. New York.
Okay. So all right, that's a legit
Thought
one.
he was
All
going
right.
to say like Bart.
I thought he was gonna say part 2. I was like, that's nope, that's a little different, but that's also sketchy. So,
No, dude. So I went to New York when I was in high school.
oh, did you guys get the East Coast trip or something? Was it?
No, me and some friends went during the winter break.
Oh, it's just
And-
like a private trip.
Kind of, in a way.
Okay.
I would definitely say so. There were maybe like 10 of us.
Damn.
And let me tell you, dude, that shit was incredibly fun. Because when you
I
have,
feel like you guys should not have been allowed to just go to New York as teenagers, but okay.
I mean, okay, if I'm being honest, I was the only one who was like 17.
Was there any adult supervision?
No.
What?
So, wait, you being 17, was that make you the oldest or the youngest?
I was the youngest.
Okay.
Okay, that's a little better.
Because I was really young going into school, right? So I didn't
So
turn
they were
18.
all 18?
Yeah, I didn't turn 18 until way after I graduated.
Yeah,
So-
same here.
Right.
So you're saying every adult that you went with, you were was sleeping with a minor?
Yeah, so he was the only minor in a group of adults that took him out of the state to a different place to do illegal things. That sounds like statute of limitations really are doing a lot of work right now.
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah,
It's,
New York.
10 years.
Okay, obviously there were 10 of us, so no one's really gonna fuck with 10 young people. Like
Well,
on
you
average.
say that.
That's absolutely true. Crackheads exist.
Epstein exists.
That's also very true, right? But you know, man, I remember that trip, dude. We go into the subway.
Do you guys remember
and
his
there is-
list? That whole list that was supposed to come out? That was weird. Never came out.
I
It
didn't.
did.
We should
fine.
probably just move on and not talk about that.
Nah. That
Just
shit
as
is-
like a whole country though, you know? Okay. Yeah.
I remember this is actually pretty funny. I remember watching in the subway a Skillet cover band.
Skillet?
Really?
You know who Skillet is, right?
Yeah.
Right, that band, and there was like a cover band in the subway, and they just fucking brought out a whole fucking setup out of nowhere, and they started playing Skillet.
That was kind of sick.
So that was
kinda
that was
dope.
the most memorable thing.
All right. Well, dope, Hash. What is our code word of the week?
Well, Brian, this one's for you, brother. Farewell for now. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh, I see
You
it.
guys
Yeah.
that? It says
I thought it
farewell
was
for
just
now.
say gay.
Nope. Farewell for now, Ryan, because you know eventually you'll be back. Maybe probably as a guest, but you'll be back.
Maybe.
So you know,
We'll
Ryan,
see.
it's been a fucking pleasure, bro.
No,
Genuinely.
it has been. It has been a fun time. I mean, yeah, it's just, podcasts come and go. It's the natural state of things. It is cool that you're kind of up to the challenge of keeping this going. So, good for our audience that they won't have to go through that just yet with this show. Also, Brandon, you are clicking into my goddamn ear right now.
Really?
Yeah, that mic sound was very loud.
Yeah, that's weird.
Or your clicking sound was very loud. But yeah, so...
oh, fuck. Play the song,
enjoy.
Ryan, that you just put on.
What?
Play the song that you just put in the chat.
What? I don't need a YouTube link. I need a Spotify link, you dumbasses.
Oh my
I don't even.
God.
There's no way this is on Spotify, dude.
Yeah, this doesn't work. No, and I'm not doing no. I need a Spotify link, dumb.
Send him a Spotify link, Brando. Dude, come on.
Or
You
just
have
send
to
it to my
play
phone. I
that.
can
I got
just
you.
play it into my phone or something. We could do some low quality jank shit. Because what is the last ending episode of a podcast without jank shit,
Absolutely. Right.
The fuck is drink shit?
Is that
Jank
even-
shit?
is
Like
that
janky?
even on Spotify?
Like stuff that's
Oh,
janky
janky.
and doesn't work? Brandon, just send this to the Instagram group chat. What are we waiting for?
Oh my God. Because I was loading my goddamn Spotify like you motherfucker
Well, I
just
was
said.
gonna just send it to my phone. I could play it off my phone then.
Brandon wants the quality.
Yeah, quality, man. It's all about the video.
Hey, man, I know you're leaving FTS, but the quality ain't going down, dude. Chill. It
Say
is.
that now, buddy.
But it is. But, we're going to try our best not to.
All right. Are we playing ourselves out with this song? Is that what we're doing for tonight?
Yes, please.
Okay, buddy.
You ready to sing goodbye?
I am.
Okay. Cool.
So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now. Until we meet again, I say so long, farewell.
Dude, I'm about to cry, bro.
My friends.
I already am, you motherfucker.
Goodbye
I fucking love you guys.
for now. Until we meet again, it's been great to play and sing together.
In the box.
And now it's time to say goodbye. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. You're watching the Out.
Yeah, buddy.
bit-
I remember watching that as a kid.
Me too. That pumpkin beat, that's some real talent when you make a banger like that off a fucking pumpkin.
That's all you need, Just a simple beat.
Pulls at some strings.
So,
A little bit.
boys, we're at the point in the show to where if you're listening to this, we love you. Thank you for being with us every step of the way. Thank you for being patient in the future. Time for the change. Here we go.
Goodbye, my friends.
Bye.